Kirby.
Right, welcome to Morpho Knight Kirby.
He's beautiful. I love his
All right,
wings.
so
I love what he's done with the place.
behold, murder.
No, no, no.
No! You can't keep getting away with it.
Kirby!
Kirby, no! All right, what was... It was literally just the final boss, right? Because you guys, you left right when I was fighting Leongar, right?
I left right before you fought. Apparently his name is Leongar, but for
The big lion guy.
Yeah.
The Bara lion.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, Bara! Finally, Bara lion.
In Kirby.
Okay, so let's get back there.
Yay. There he is.
It's him. I'll beat him up with Morpho Blade. Why not?
Sure. Kick his ass. What other mini games are available other than like the fishing?
There's fishing. There's food service where the people request one of 4 things of food and you have to give it to them, but your time limit is incredibly short.
Oh, nice.
It's quite stressful. And then there's like the arena, I guess. I don't know if that really counts as a mini game, but
it's no Megaton Punch.
yeah, where you what was the one where you knock something so far that it like blows up a planet or whatever?
Oh, you're thinking it was like the baseball one in Kirby Star Allies. Where you had to like knock a meteor away.
I just love that one so much. It's so good.
Kirby kills gods on a daily basis.
So yeah, Leongar is the leader of the Beast Pack. Apparently the Beast Pack has been living in relative, not harmony, but they've been living relatively okay by their lonesome for about 30 years. And then Leongar found this laboratory, because the laboratory is at the top of a fucking volcano, so it's really hard to get here.
Why he was there, he'll never say. He'll never tell.
But he found the laboratory, and he found Forgo, or whatever this guy's name is, and one of the first things that Forgo did was apparently imbue him with like advanced knowledge. And by advanced knowledge, I mean like the ability to speak English and stuff. So it's really interesting because we'll be seeing it later in stream. But some of the other executives of the Beast Pack, they even make note of the fact that like Leongar became a much better leader after he got smart. But literally no one knows what he's saying because none of the beasts know how to speak English.
Right. That's funny. When Leongar is in here, is it a laboratory?
Laboratory, let's go. We'll feast on your hide.
Oh man, he's just sending people after you. Kill him. Yes. Good. Look at this bitch ass sitting on the chair. Yeah, fuck you. Alex the Lion? Get his ass. Yeah! He's a lot bigger when he's up close.
Absolutely.
Sitting on the chair, he didn't seem that big. Oh my god, I forgot you can do that.
You mean become immune to damage?
Yeah. It's amazing. Okie Angie. Ow. right, Zach, if you were in your second boss phase, what color would you want your eyes to glow? And
Pure white.
What color aura?
I would want
body?
my second boss phase to go pure white. I think that'd be really cool.
Nice. Ultra instinct. Oh,
There we go. We've defeated Leongar.
we did it. Definitely not a fake out ending.
And look, we got Alfalfa.
Yay. Yeah.
You dare.
Bring light into my lair. You must die.
Plan ruined. Important plan. Needed labor. Opened a vortex. So that's the whole reason why the vortex over Planet Popstar opened, was because
Capitalism.
Forgo needed a free workforce and was like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of Waddle Dees here. Now, why did he need the massive workforce? Apparently it was literally just to use them like hamsters, but like with hamster wheels.
Right, I remember seeing them on the wheels, yeah.
Look at it.
Hello.
Get ready for this.
Oh boy. Hello? Oh my god. He's Chaos from Sonic Adventure 2. Delicious. Wow, he really is Chaos. Oh god.
It's really
that's so much
it's really
worse.
upsetting.
It is. What
All
a
right.
cool boss though. Oh, you get a little snack. You get a little Pepto-Bismol in you.
A little Pepto-Bismol. I'm gonna
You
chug
little-
some liquid aspirin and get a move on.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think this is a reason to be celebrating yet, guys.
Ep.4.
Ep.4. Oh god. Invasive species. That is accurate. God, that looks really cool.
It's really scary.
And nightmarish.
It's
yeah.
really scary.
I love Kirby fighting fucking
Nightmare creatures?
Eldritch. Yeah, Eldritch nightmares like in every game. It's sick. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
He's moving too fast.
No. What are you doing? You fool, get out of there.
Get
Stop
out of
shooting me. No. All right, what about his other phase?
What do you mean other phase? That's the end, obviously.
No. Ooh. God, imagine if he did absorb Kirby. No! Friend! I legit thought Alfalfa was gonna be bad.
Well, it kind of is, because, so you'll see in a second, but, how familiar are you with the Kirby lore? Like, do you know who Void is? Because you saw him in
Yes.
Star Allies.
Yes.
Okay.
I've played a lot of Kirby.
So we're good then. So you know how Kirby is kind of just Void, but with positive emotions instead of like negative ones.
Yeah.
Alfalfa
Holy shit, it's Alma.
is the guy that we're about to see. Positive emotions instead of negative emotions. It's the exact same thing.
Oh, okay, sure. Oh. Drill.
Fucking walk all the way back up.
God damn it.
Fucking damn it.
Bullshit.
All right.
Always love a helipad fight. What would you say are some of the most common settings for a final boss battle? I feel like Volcano's definitely
Look at
one
this
of
guy.
them. Oh my lord.
It's
Ultimate life form.
Ultimate life form Fecto Alfalfa. Most common settings.
I think
Volcano.
volcano.
Definitely seems like a reasonable answer. Just because volcanoes are so, they're so they're so synonymous with just danger in general. You know.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, boom.
Space, just as a whole, I guess.
Just like floating through space or something like that.
Yeah. Oh no. The sword.
The sword. Fuck. He
Damn his reach.
He got me. Look at my health recovering though. Holy shit.
Morpho Knight kind of busted though. Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, like that was apparently something that I was supposed to be using like the whole game. Was the
Really?
dodge? Yeah.
Well, live and learn.
Fuck. I'm trying because you can interrupt his attacks, but I'm doing it really poorly.
Don't get greedy.
Don't get greedy. Remember what Nintendo taught you. Don't get greedy.
Yeah, don't get greedy. I really like the setting of helipads as fights. I think that's fun.
I'm trying to think because you fought Armstrong. Well, I mean, you fight Armstrong in like a different place afterwards, but you fight who? What was the name of the guy that you fight?
In Metal Gear Solid 4?
Sundowner.
Oh, Sundowner?
Yeah, Sundowner. Because remember, Sundowner you fight in on a helipad.
Oh yeah, I was thinking when you're fighting Liquid Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 4 on top of a submarine, which is fucking sick.
I like final boss fights that are in a location that's incredibly impractical.
Yeah, it makes it cool as shit.
like you already said space, which is still true, but the final boss fight or the final fight of what you calls it, Metal Wolf Chaos is. There you go, got him. All right. The final boss fight of Metal Wolf Chaos is on a fucking satellite. It's not like a moon base. It's literally just like a satellite orbiting Earth. And it's
That's
just one of those
awesome.
things where it's like, man, this is incredibly impractical.
Well, remember the final boss fight of Bayonetta 2?
I didn't play any of the Bayonettas.
Oh, never mind. I thought you played Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2 is fucking fantastic. I love it. It's like Devil May Cry, but nicer.
But nice.
Nicer to players. Like easier combos and stuff, in my opinion. But at one point, like you're fighting on just kind of like a pillar for part of it. And then at one point, Bayonetta is in space and fucking flips and throws a satellite at the final boss with like her thighs. It's amazing. She like wraps her thighs around the rod and just like flips back and throws it at him. It's sick as hell.
Hot dog. You ready to see what the ultimate life form's final attack is now that he's destabilizing?
Yes. Sephiroth, he fucking blows up. Oh my god! Planet Popstar! Oh my god!
Now what could we possibly do against this?
Yes, do it, Kirby! Do it! The game mechanic! What? Kirby Prime. Oh god. So is that the one you hate the most?
Yes.
Oh my
Like
god.
it's a cool set piece, don't get me wrong, but like it makes me so upset.
That is amazing.
It's so awful. I hate it. He's so stretchy.
Transform and roll out. My god.
I did this yesterday. It's gonna suck. doing this again. There's like a button mashing segment at the very end, and I almost fucking broke my finger yesterday doing it.
Fucking carpal tunnel.
Yeah. Like, look how convenient all this is.
It's amazing. The world bends to Kirby's will. We been knew that.
Boom.
Oh
Boom.
my god.
Boom. Get it? Come on.
Let's fucking go.
Like, could you imagine? Like, look at this guy's expression. He's like, fucking damn it.
God. I should stop throwing buildings like perfectly for him. My god, Kirby.
Supercharge!
Oh, let's go.
Give it a jump!
Hit him with a jump.
It's fucking stupid. It's a semi truck just coming right at him.
I love this
All
so
right.
much. This is amazing.
Okay, you ready?
Let's fucking go. Oh my god. Get his ass.
And now Alfalfa pitches in. We get even stronger.
Oh. Get the power up. Oh my god. Makes you do both hands. This is amazing.
It's really hard.
I bet. Go, Zach. Do it. End him. Wow, they really make you work for it.
And now watch. Look at this anime shit.
Oh.
We fucking vaporize him.
Oh my god. Don't ever cross Kirby. Holy shit. Oh no. Close it.
Alfalfa must sacrifice himself.
No. No. He's doing it. He's believing.
Hey Kirby, thanks for everything.
Oh. Oh. That's so sad.
It is very sad. And he's gone, just like that.
And just like that. Hey, Waddle Dee. Bandana D.
Oh no.
Kirby's sad.
Wait a minute.
Oh, on the horizon.
So
Oh,
Kirby now just has an ally who. So Kirby just has a friend and companion who has the ability to open up interdimensional portals at will. Alfalfa can just do that.
I mean, if Kirby wasn't gonna get that power, someone had to. What if he absorbed Alfalfa?
And he got like a power.
And he got the power to like walk between dimensions. Oh my god.
I said it before we knew what this game was. I says it, but like I know that like Void is supposed to be like bad Kirby or whatever, but I do genuinely want to see what a world where Kirby wasn't a good guy looked like. You know what I mean?
No one could stop him.
like the whole idea behind Ep.4 or whatever was that the Forgotten Land used to just be normal. It's implied that it's like not Earth, but like a parallel Earth sort of thing.
Sure.
Excuse me. And Fecto Forgo just shows up one day and starts fucking up the whole planet. And they were lucky enough to capture him in the laboratory before, like, he caused too much damage, like before he wiped out all life on the planet. And it's like, okay, like, that's pretty intense. That's kind of spooky, especially for a kid's game like Kirby. Now I want to see, like, the same thing. I want to see, like, what happens if Kirby, like a bad Kirby, just stumbles through a portal, falls into a new dimension, just goes, delicious. It starts just sucking everybody up.
That'd be amazing.
But yeah,
that's what a lovely game. What a fantastic.
What an ending.
Truly.
I said this yesterday, but how do you like the anime OP?
It's not gonna lie, it's a little surprising. But
there was a fully animated intro at the beginning of the game.
It's true. I mean, sure. Why not? Kirby can be whatever you want. And whatever he wants.
Welcome to the new world.
How?
That's weird.
I like that Kirby as a character is simple and flawless.
Exactly.
It's just great.
They fucking hit the nail on the head and knocked it out of the park simultaneously 30 years ago. Oh, what's this?
It's amazing. Oh, what's happening there? What you doing there, Leongar?
What's going on there, Leongar? You seem like you're having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, what's going on?
As you could probably guess, because this is a Kirby game, there is a post game.
Of course.
So I'll go through some of the stuff that changes when you beat the game the first time. So one of the things that happens that you notice really quickly is that King DDD shows up.
Oh, he big chillin'.
He just big chillin'.
Nice.
You talk to his main servant here, who says things like, "Man, we're so happy to have a good king like DDD protecting us." You know, because he did sacrifice himself to save that one Waddle Dee. But then he goes on to say, like, "I do wish he was a little bit less lazy, though."
Very true.
which was really funny. And then. So there's new Waddle Dees. This is how you listen to the soundtrack.
I love that. Oh, they actually. Aw.
So.
Oh, hey, Clawreline.
Clawreline is initially at the top of here, and she's looking at that little star. It wasn't open initially, but there was like a little star-shaped hole, and she's like, she talks about how her and the rest of the Beast Pack is, sad that Leongar didn't make it, right? Because Leongar was absorbed into the Fecto Forgo or whatever.
Sure.
But she feels a strong psychic presence coming from that hole. And so it's like, okay, let's go inside. Let's do that. I still got my Maxim tomato, so I'm all set.
We chillin'.
We go to the isolated isles.
Yay. Forgo Dream.
So Forgo is no more. We defeated Forgo. That was the final boss, right? However, this is the psychic dimension of his dreams. And this is where all of the creatures that were absorbed into the big gelatinous nonsense thing were sent to, including Leongar. And the idea was that when we first arrived here, 300 fragments of Leongar's soul dissipated amongst these levels.
Jesus Christ.
And if you collect all 300 of them, you get to fight Leongar at the very end, and it's like a post-game sort of thing. So we won't be doing all of them here today. I'll probably do one.
Sure.
So pick one, because I did this one yesterday. It's just the plains.
Okay.
Each one of these does have a special boss at the end, like a special alternate version of that area's boss. But we'll be seeing all of them regardless later, so you don't necessarily have to worry about missing one.
Boss rush.
Yeah.
I want to see Carnival.
So we'll do Carnival.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do some Forgo Park. So these Forgo levels are compilations of a bunch of different levels consecutively.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yes, this all seems familiar.
Ooh.
Ouch.
And I thought that this was pretty clever, because it's like, oh, it's a rather ingenious way of reusing assets but remixing them in a way that's not like dissatisfying.
Yeah, that's not like super. We're just copy pasting here, guys.
Exactly. Do these levels again, but this time you have a different objective.
But now you have 60 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah, but now you can only get hit once. But now you have to search for the secret MacGuffin. We just tripled our replay value, guys. We're good.
We did it! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
The players.
Yeah, the people who bought our game. We did it. Yay. So, I assume that's where his soul usually would be. Is it just like in random places, or for enemies, or like where are
they're all over the place. There are some, like if you see, well, actually, I guess you won't see it anymore since I already collected all of them. But on occasion, there was an enemy who was particularly tough, or in a particularly tough place to reach, who had like a bunch of black shadow like orbiting their face, and those guys had a fragment of Leon's soul like hidden inside of them, so you had to defeat them or whatever. But for the most part, it's stuff like this,
where it's like, there's his soul.
Yeah, you just gotta go get it.
I want your soul. No.
Now the thing is that these guys are way tougher, because these are the Forgo versions of the enemies that we're used to.
I was gonna say, he ain't usually getting his cheeks claps, or he's usually getting his cheeks clapped,
Yeah.
I suppose by now, but he's not.
Okay.
Damn. Quick, put out that fire with more fire!
With more fire!
Oh, nice. Okay, I get it. Now we're in the other level. Rave Kirby. Caramel dancing Kirby. Oh my god. He killed himself. Flashbang him.
Flashbang him.
Make him think fast, chuckle nuts. Oh god. What'd you call me? No.
Called you a little itch.
Damn.
Don't you forget it.
That's a really satisfying boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Damn, fool me once.
Well, I don't need to get Leon's soul, so I'm all set.
That's true. Leon's soul from Resident Evil. Kirby, you need to get my soul.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Does it give you a checkpoint after each soul collection?
It gives you a checkpoint every time you go to a new set of levels. So like if
it gave you one right there.
It did?
Oh, but it didn't give you the one there. Okay, that's weird. When you got that last one, it said checkpoint. So I was like,
I guess I didn't
giving
see.
you one each time. Oh God! Oh my gosh! Got the ass.
Gentlemen.
Lovely day we're having. See, checkpoint.
Oh, I couldn't. I guess I never noticed that because I have my mic right in front of there.
Oh. That'll do it for you. That's how they get you. No, bring it with you.
I can't.
Damn it. What Kirby ability would you want to have in real life?
Fucking like any of them.
But what one would you want the most?
UFO.
Valid.
like that one, like UFO just seems cool as fuck. But if I couldn't choose that, I don't know, Ghost. Adrian reminded me of Ghost yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah,
Ghost
dude, I love
Kirby.
Ghost.
Ghost Kirby. What about Beam? You just get a cool hat and the
You just go,
scepter and you
pew!
can fucking fire. Yeah, fire lasers out of it.
Beam would be pretty cool. I think Beam would be nice. I actually now I think about it, I think a more pertinent question would be which power wouldn't you want?
Oh, wheel.
Why not? You know,
I feel like you'd get nauseous.
Does he get nauseous?
I mean, Kirby, I don't think anything bad can happen to Kirby.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess like a real person would get nauseous. That's true.
Oh, I don't think I'd want bomb. I think I'd be stopped at the TSA a lot.
But like think of how much like money you could make as a demolitions expert.
Oh, that's super true.
Right? Imagine if it was just
Or a
you.
hitman.
Or a what?
Or a hitman.
Well, that's a little fucked, but sure. Look, egg dogs.
Yay. I love them. Fire could be useful.
Fire would definitely be useful, I think.
But your head's on fire.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't hurt Kirby, so I'm assuming it doesn't hurt you.
No, yeah, but I feel like that could be real inconvenient.
That's true. I don't disagree with
Like
that.
you try to go to bed and then your house is on fire.
And then your house is on fire like 20 minutes later.
Yeah, think fast, Chuckle Nuts.
Thinking about it, and it's just like, oh, fuck. Well, I didn't get that chest.
You fool.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, because like fire, the fire ability doesn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily set everything around you on fire, but like ice deliberately freezes everything around you. Look at the color scheme.
Yeah, I like that one. Trans rights.
True. Ow.
Trans fights.
Frick.
I don't know. I feel like Needle could be a bit of a hassle.
Like classic needle or the new needle?
Either or. Probably classic needle would be more of a hassle.
Gucci keeps knocking off my shit. There was a bunch of them from Robobot that I'm thinking of that were just kind of that, like, if I permanently had to use them, I think they would just be kind of annoying, because like there was I mean, I guess it would just be archery, but like there in Robobot there was an arrow ability, and that one was not it was not I suffered whenever I tried to use that.
Like well, I guess it wasn't as bad, but Whip Kirby's like okay.
What about like my favorite copy ability probably remains to be magic, where you get the big magic top hat.
Yeah, mirror.
Is that one mirror or is it top hat?
Are we? Wait.
I'm thinking of the one where it's a magic ability. You had it in Squeak Squad, where you had like different abilities depending on which direction you were holding when you pressed the B button. So like if you did up and B, you would like take off your hat, and this big springy clown would like bash enemies around you. Or if you did forward and B, you drew a bunch of magic cards that went like across the screen like bullets.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of mirror.
What's mirror?
From mirror, like, because you get it from like these fucking Final Fantasy mage looking guys.
Oh.
But Kirby turns white and then has a funny little hat like Beam Kirby, and he fires out like mirror projectiles, and he can split himself into two Kirbys to attack. And you get a little wand.
I didn't mean to drop that.
That's sad. Yo-Yo Kirby.
Adrian said something about Yo-Yo Kirby yesterday. I don't actually remember Yo-Yo Kirby ever.
Yo-Yo Kirby was from Superstar, I believe. He have yo-yo. It kind of fun.
I would hope so.
Yo-Yo. He just have yo-yo, and he'd be mad chilling.
Okay. Are you ready for the boss of the post game? Why does he get just like a cap?
Because he's cool.
He just looks like a kid.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's so good.
Because he gets it from, where is it? What's his name? Gim. I don't know. He gets it from this guy.
That's just a robot with a yo-yo hand.
And a hat.
And a hat, that's true. All right. Here's the boss.
Oh, yeah. Forgoland.
And here we are.
I forgot about the like narrator or
the
PA
announcer
voice.
lady.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of them just giving tours in a laboratory with the ultimate life form who's destined to like destroy all life on the planet.
Yeah, you know. Listen, if we can't capitalize on that shit, what's the point? Yo, did he go Ultra Instinct? Oh no, he's naked.
Look, and he's awake. And also he's much larger than he was even... Look at this.
Kirby's like, I'm done. Yeah! Let's go!
Oh, then he gets mind controlled.
No! Not again.
So instead of it being a phase 1, phase 2, now it starts in phase 2.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He's like, not again! We have to stop Leongar.
Stop Leongar, please.
Do it, pussy. You won't.
Hey, that's not fair.
Damn. Don't you hate it when he slaps the ability out of you?
Holy crap! I sucked that from a while.
You got that?
Ah.
That was sick. Ooh.
God, he hurts so much.
True.
Still, look how much damage.
I know.
Fully
The
upgraded
Knight's
Morpho Blade is
fucking-
just—it's ridiculous. I could be shit tier, which I am, and still take out the boss in, what was that, less than 30 seconds? Oh,
Pretty
now we're
much.
on to phase 3.
His stand. Oh my god, that's cool as shit. That's so ridiculous. Oh my god, no. Ooh, ooh, Kirby, kill him.
You're killing him? Fuck.
Oh no. Ooh my god.
I like him jumping away and then jumping back because he has to do this animation. So he now summons Forgo as like an ad,
As a
which is
stand.
ridiculous. Fuck.
So I'm not sure if I missed a Obo guest memo, but where's everyone else?
So, oh shit.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Luckily, I'm fine. So Saba, so there's a
Kirby, of
holiday
course.
apparently today for Saba. So you know
Okay,
how
sure.
she is about her holidays. So I was like, okay, well, you know, we'll see. I'll see her tomorrow. And then Lawrence has his, what
He's
you calls
becoming
it,
a Fortnite streamer.
his Fortnite stream that he's doing now. So he's busy, preoccupied with that.
Oh, is he doing his project?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And then no word from Adrian. Adrian doesn't really tell me if he's gonna be
Adrian
here or
doesn't
not.
exist.
So I don't know.
Adrian
I
doesn't
guess
stick around after the meds.
after the what?
After the meds. Adrian doesn't stick around after the meds.
Oh, he is just a figment of my schizophrenia. Oh,
I
watch
knew
this.
it. When you don't take your normal pills.
Psychic Beast
Oh,
Soul
Soul
Forgo. Except,
Butterfly? Ooh, is that what I think it is? Yes. Good. See, that's the thing about Kirby. The size of, like, the boss is inversely proportional to how worried you should be.
exactly.
Like, you fight the fucking galaxy-destroying thing in Star Allies, and you're like, whatever.
Morpho
And then,
Knight
like,
shows up in the
Black
post
Knight
game, and
or-
you're like, oh,
yeah,
fuck.
Morpho Knight. Kill him. Do it. Oh my god, I thought that would kill him.
Whoa.
Adrian.
Oh, there he is.
Yes. Zach, you didn't take your pills. Adrian's here.
It's true.
I was gonna say I got so wrapped up in preparing to move that I completely fucking forgot that stream happens today.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're moving. I forgot about that too.
That's happening next week, and I packed up pretty much all my shit that's not clothes. So,
Very nice.
well, clothes and stuff I use regularly. So desk, computer, clothes, yeah,
Very cool.
chair, bed.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
I don't have
I
a
got
lot
high.
of knickknacks and personal belongings. I think
Not a lot of knickknacks, paddywhacks.
I don't give a man a bone. I
Damn.
give the dog a bone. What?
Give the
Well,
man a
well,
bone. Yeah.
Give the man the bone. Quick, Adrian, bone the man.
You got it, boss.
Yes, sir. Starts taking clothes off. Wait.
Sorry, but the boss's
So that
orders.
was that was the final boss of the post game.
Very cool.
Grant, I don't know if you saw that, but something kind of disappeared at the last second. Very interesting. So that normally would be the blueprint for the Morpho Blade.
Right. But
He's fucking dead, dude.
oh my god, he's fucking dead.
Leongar is super dead.
He's corpseified.
No.
He's cadaverific.
Except
He's corpse husband.
the thickness shows up.
Oh, down with the thickness.
All of the beasts sacrifice a little bit of their own soul.
Oh man. How generous.
What's that one insane line that Miles Edgeworth drops describing a dead lady? Her metabolic processes are now a matter of fascination only to historians.
Oh my god.
I think Miles says that in regards to when he's talking about in Game 3, Case 4, the like supposedly dead twin sibling.
God.
Or
damn.
one of the dead siblings. Yeah.
Yay.
I think that clip is fucking insane and very funny.
Imagine if it was really just him in a courtroom saying that, and the stenographer is just like, "What the fuck? What
Looks
did you
at him
say?
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hell yeah!
So yeah, we get another credits for the Forgo Dreams.
Let's go.
So we probably glossed over it because I know that Jesse and I discussed it yesterday on stream, but obviously you weren't here for it, Grant. And you said you played a lot of the Kirby games, so excuse me. So in case it wasn't apparent, or if I didn't mention it yesterday, apparently the Forgotten Land, like the place that we've been exploring this whole time, is where the ancients originally came from.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because not only does traveling through portals mean that not only does traveling through portals mean that you travel like across dimensions in space, apparently you can also go back through time.
Makes sense.
So the idea was that on whatever this was, it seems to be like Earth, if not Earth on its own, but Forgo showed up. He was an invasive alien species, right? Excuse me. WHAT.
No, there's no T. Where's the T? Oh, there it is.
So Forgo shows up to try to take over the planet, but due to the like ingenuity and perseverance of the ancients, I guess, they captured him in a lab, learned how to travel across dimensions via Forgo's like ability, and then just fucking left. They just outright left and became the ancients that we've known about for a long time, you know? That's why the ancients were able... What the fuck? Adrian.
Cow?
What?
Whoa. Endless cum.
Look, I'm just saying, this says a lot about society.
It does, dude. Society and cum, hand in hand.
Please go on, Zach. You're talking about the plot of this game and
You're
how the
talking about
ancients
the cum
persevered. You're talking about the cum persevered. Oh, it's deleted!
No, the cum
We'll
Zach's
do
a part of
atoms.
society. I can't believe it. I can't believe Zach would destroy the cum cow. We were milking the cum cow for cum.
Apparently, the ability to
doesn't-
travel through space and time is the reason why the ancients have like all this crazy, like high-tech stuff, because they have an unfathomable amount of time to figure that sort of stuff out. So that's like how they were able to make galactic nova and whatnot.
God damn. It's a product cum.
Why is there a slash?
I think he was just typing it fast.
I was gonna say I frequently accidentally put a backslash because it's right next to my enter key whenever I fat finger it
Damn.
in a lot of my messages.
Nice try.
Nice try, Fat Fingers. So that was the post game. Are you ready for the post game?
The postest game? Only if it contains cum cow.
Adrian, what's wrong with you?
Wait, you don't like geometric Lashana from Total Drama Island?
But why geometric
I like
Lashana?
Laramba over there.
A rhombus.
Yeah.
Do you like the like watermark, by the way? The name on the watermark?
Where is it? Oh.
It's a good
Hold on, I have to zoom in.
It's a good artist.
Oh, nice.
So it's Ultimate Cup Z.
First
Ultimate Clumsy?
Oh, no.
Adrian,
What?
Fine.
You don't know me.
I wish
It
I
could
didn't.
be.
You don't know where I've come. Or where I've
Grant,
come.
stop encouraging him.
I can't. When there's come to be had. Oh, silly Dillo. I like his new palette. I like this one a lot.
It's good.
He looks like roof tiles.
I
He
like how he
looks-
has all these like street signs stuck into him.
He looks like
Yeah.
roller rink arcade carpet.
That is
Sure,
also
I can see that.
Oh god, I'm coughing up a storm because I'm since I'm packing up to move, I'm kicking a bunch of dust from my closet and like take like countertops and areas that I haven't touched in centuries, and all the dust from picking stuff up and putting it in boxes or bags. It's gonna go filtering directly into my lungs.
I like the idea of you being centuries
That's how you get
old, living in the same house.
Feels like it. You ever have that feeling where you're like, I've been stationary in one spot and gotten too comfortable for too long. I need to leave.
No.
Me neither, but
Never.
unfortunately I have to. I mean, that's not the reason why why I have to move. It's I think I already said why, but too rich
Listen,
now.
Adrian, I mean, not all of us can be vampires centuries old. Some of us were just turned to vampires last week.
It's still in a very awkward phase.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward, man.
Imagine a vampire
Only
who's
in
like
20.
a young vampire, young as in not a person like length of existence young, but young as in freshly vampired vampire who's afraid of blood still.
No, no.
They're like, I
Homophobic
needed to
vampire.
persist, but
No. Can't I just go through a blood bank?
Please.
you know, on second thought, I'm also scared of needles now that I think of it.
Oh,
pretty
this didn't work out for me.
I mean, I really didn't have a say in becoming a vampire, so this really is kind of the worst of the whole
Arguably,
thing.
the benefits outweigh the negatives, but getting there is the problem.
Yeah.
I'm sure that if I have centuries, and you know what, I really will miss going outdoors in the sun. I'm kind of an outdoorsy hiking guy, so this really, this blows.
He could
I'm
still
afraid
do
of
that.
the
He would just have to
dark.
wear like head to toe clothes.
But I'm afraid of the dark too, so
I am also
But I-
afraid of the dark.
I've spent the last 10 years developing my beach bod, and for what? Nothing really. It's-
Wait,
I mean,
wouldn't it actually be incredibly beneficial? Because vampires just keep their physiques, don't they?
well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, if I have to wear full body clothing, then like,
I want
Yeah,
to.
but you
the
can
sun's
still
out,
be
guns
sexy in
out.
your
That's
castle.
the saying. But then no one will see, and I won't be able to have my beach episode.
My beach episode.
I'm sure that for maybe at least 80% of the populace, these would largely be a blessing. But personally, for me, it seems so far not so good.
It seems to be more trouble than it's worth so far. Just saying.
Specifically due to the circumstances of my thus far life and new unlife, I don't think I will enjoy this at least
New
for very long
unlife.
while.
That's a great way of phrasing it.
Also, really religious. Can't go to church now on Sundays.
I mean, I'm very sorry to I'm stoutly Christian, so I mean I can't go to church anymore. What with all the crucifixes and
Yeah, it burns when I walk in there.
and I mean I have a very close, loving relationship with my family, but they are all very also religious, and I can't visit them anymore. All the crosses all over their house, just be a nightmare.
It's really, really not great for me.
Really not great for me.
Fucking.
Yeah. I'm also Italian, so there goes half the food I usually eat.
They had too much garlic.
Yeah.
There we go.
Damn,
actually want
this
a little
poor
bit of health.
vampire.
I collect antique mirrors, which I used to use to check out my beach bod, but I mean,
So now I can't even do that.
This
No, I
guy
can't
was
even do that.
specifically building his life to be inconvenienced by being a vampire.
yeah,
It's suspiciously convenient for his narrative, is all I'm saying.
You think he wanted to be a vampire?
No, I'm saying that I think he wanted to be a vampire specifically so that way he could bitch about being a vampire.
I think that this guy took every precaution possible in his life and personality. Like, I'm glad vampires aren't real and they'll never become one.
Yeah.
Time to make my life enjoy the most of that possible. That fact that vampires aren't real and they'll become one.
Absolutely.
Shame.
Time to partake in my favorite, hobby in the afternoon, stabbing myself in the heart with a stake. Good thing it doesn't kill me.
I mean, technically, I have a very, very old-fashioned wooden pacemaker, so I mean, just one long jostle and oh boy,
It's going right in there.
My
right
vintage,
in there.
my vintage pacemaker, my prized possession.
I can't go into my house because of all the crucifixes, and I mean, I can't go into my friend's house because they really never want to invite me anywhere. They just say, hey, you know,
He has to be invited into their house.
such close friends never even just ask again. Just come on in. I have keys to all their houses, but I would need them to invite me, and the expectation in our group is like, oh, if you ask, then you're being kind of a pansy, and that I really regret setting up that social dynamic with my friends now.
It's pretty unfortunate, you
Alright.
can't even go in.
Grant, are you ready for the next boss?
Oh, what's this? Is this the final boss?
No.
No? Meta Knight!
It's Meta, man.
Metal
But it's not just Meta Knight.
Oh! It's not Galactonite. Who is it?
Phantom Meta Knight.
Meta Knight. Meta Knight.
So apparently, prior to mind controlling King DDD, the Leongar tried to fight, the brainwashed Leongar tried to fight Meta Knight and got his ass handed to him.
Good.
So that's why Meta Knight has an illusion here in the arena.
Meta Knight's a Star Warrior.
Meta Knight is a Kirby,
He is
Very
a Kirby.
true.
but he never uses mouth powers.
I don't think he has them.
But he has sword powers. By that I mean he's just good with a sword.
Yeah.
I would call that sword powers.
Yeah.
You're just really good. Adrian has art powers.
I was gonna say my power is sleep. Much like Kirby, I have the power to sleep anywhere, except it's usually intentional and accidental. It's mixable.
Okay, moving
You
on.
just tap out sometimes.
Yeah. Who was it? There was someone I was talking with a while ago who told me like, man, I could never sleep on a bus, and I was like, I sleep on a bus pretty much every day at work, 5 days of the week.
I don't think it was you and me, but I also have that idea of I could never sleep on a bus.
Why not?
I couldn't trust people.
Yeah, I don't trust people not to like fuck with anything around me.
You think they're gonna like put a bunch of whipped cream in your hand and then like
No,
I'm afraid they're gonna put a lot of something else in my hand, really.
They're gonna put my hand in a bowl of cold water. I'm gonna pee my pants in front of everybody
Isn't
at the
it warm water?
bus.
I was gonna say they put cream in your hand and like tickle your nose with a feather.
Yeah, and then then I just fucking wake up and now I look like a buffoon.
And now I
like
look
just a
like
regular
a
old...
fool.
And then they put a bunch of tar on you, and then they put a bunch of feathers on you.
Yeah, they tar and feather me and I just look like a regular old maroon.
The fuck did that come from? The idea of tarring and feathering someone. Like, what is that from?
Do you actually want to know?
Do you know?
I do.
Sure, go for it.
It's a wildly racist practice. The tarring was to make you look like a black man, and the feathering was to make you resemble the quote unquote savage garb of the African male.
Gee,
Tarring and feathering was commonly done during lynchings in the Deep South.
I could have seen the tarring part. I didn't know the feathering part tied to that.
Yeah, same here.
Because
interesting, I guess.
before it was feathering, it was like grass, like leaves and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
And to
Hello,
think that
Forgo Leon.
was and kind of still a little bit is a cartoon staple gag.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we still call it the master bedroom.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we call it the guest bedroom now.
Interesting choice of words.
What?
No, I'm just, I mean, you didn't come up with the idea. I just think it's interesting that's what it's called nowadays.
I can't believe you named everything in the world, Zach.
I did. It's true. Man, Morpho Blade is awesome.
Oh, God. Why does this thing so fetusy?
Cause I'll never tell.
I'll never tell.
I'll never tell. Have you guys seen that
look at the
comic?
fucking damage boost you get when you do a successful dodge. It's so good.
Incredible.
Hang on, let me see if I can find the. There's a really good like meme comic I saw recently. Oh, please tell me it's on my blog and I can find it. Maybe I didn't. But it's basically this comic where it's like a stick figure looking at another one, and it's like, man, I'm thirsty. Time to drink this glass of water. And I'm just like, oh fuck, it's acid. It burns his lower jaw through in his stomach, and the other guy's like smugly smiling at him. And then it cuts to him in court,
It's
and the judge is like,
H2O too.
it cuts to him in court, and the judge like, I pronounce you guilty. And then it cuts to the judge like drinking water, and the guy turns the camera smugly before anything else happens.
That's great. That's awesome. I love that.
Oh, it's second to last one.
Are you ready? Now, it's not Forgo Morpho Night. It's just Morpho Night again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just Morpho Night. Because I guess it was literally like the last thing that Forgo Fennekin or whatever his name was saw before he died.
Golly.
Golly!
Golly.
Golly, fucking god, gosh, damn it.
Garsh.
Gosh.
No! He didn't hit me, did he? He didn't. Okay, thank God.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me! Oh, he tried to trick me.
He tried to hit you.
He tried to hit me. Why would you do that?
Oh, why? I thought we were friends.
Morpho Night, I thought we were friends.
More than that, I thought we were brothers. I have
there's
slain you.
there's a figurine for Morpho Knight. As I said yesterday, there's a figurine for essentially every like character in the game, and so there's a figurine for Morpho Knight. And the thing that I love about it is that Morpho Knight, his figurine text is it says, he always seems to show up during the final battle and absorb the stronger soul in the room. And I think about it and I'm like, that's really insulting to Kirby, considering he whoops his ass every time.
Well, Morpho Knight gets there and is like, holy shit, oh my god, it's Kirby. Definitely not fucking with him.
Could you imagine if he did, though? Like, could you imagine the butterfly tries to land on Kirby's head to, like, delete him from existence, and Kirby just goes... just sucks him up. All right, are you ready for the true final boss of the game?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Forgo Phantom.
Guy's actually
Forgo.
incredibly difficult.
Is he?
I want you to look at this design because it looks great.
He descends. Oh, I already love it. Love the white. Love the dark. That's awesome.
Species born of chaos.
Oh
Look at this Sonic Forces motherfucker.
It's
Absolutely.
the most Final Fantasy enemy I have ever seen. It's
That's
like,
what you get when you're infinite.
oh, he didn't do the thing.
Can you find him, Grant?
Yes, I've seen because
The little parrot.
I love him. He do be undercover though, but I know he's a fucking narc.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Ooh. Beat his ass.
Working on it, boss.
Quickly.
I like one of my favorite things about this boss fight is that he's now using his teleport abilities like in between his moves.
It's really neat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god.
So watch this. Oh.
Whoa.
But I'm just walking. You're
Kirby
supposed to do like
nonchalantly.
some sick ass dodges and stuff to get around that, but it's really not necessary.
Oh my god. Skirt.
I keep forgetting about this.
Oh my lord. Good lord, what is happening in there?
Good lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis?
Have you guys seen the meme edit where it's Pickle Rick, but it has Professor Farnsworth's face on it?
Yeah.
No other text. And then like someone else replied like, you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
You know what?
I remember seeing
Yeah.
that on Tumblr.
Yeah, I get it. I get it now.
That's great.
Because I saw it and I totally agree. It's like, you know what? That is pretty funny.
Yep.
It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
You could even say that, yeah.
Turns himself into a pickle. Good news, everyone! I've turned myself into a pickle!
Exactly. I'm glad that like came into your head because that's exactly the reason I was like, you know what? I see that.
Oh, that's great.
Good news, everyone. Hang on, I think I could find it.
Ba-boom.
Come on, baby, let's go!
Oh my god, I found another really good video.
Can't hit what you can't see.
Oh, you missed that one. Try another.
Try another.
I love this video.
I've seen this one. No.
No. Like he looks angry. I was like, no.
No, check under your foreskin.
Yeah. Oh, here. Hang on.
Come on, Forgo, please. Thank you. Alfalfa. All right, Grant, does this look familiar?
We gonna rip it off.
This horrible orb?
The horb. Yum. Oh?
Fucking vaporizes alfalfa.
Is that who I think it is? Yes, it is! Wait, is the PA system still going?
I think that was a glitch, because it didn't do that last time.
And here we are.
And here we are, the death of the universe.
Once again.
Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone! I have surpassed my mortal form.
Yeah, I'm beyond the ken of mortality.
He becomes angry son.
What do you guys think of that one 4chan post where it's comparing Joe Rogan to a barbarian con overlord?
I like that post. This joke does not please me. Can you explain it further? Ah, yes. I understand now. Oh, wow, that hurt a lot. I thought I could be a cool guy and dodge it. I just need to do my timing a little better.
Elon Musk has accepted that he's not getting any bitches. Congratulations.
It's true.
Fuck.
Imagine you're playing TF2 and that shows up out of nowhere.
That's good. Finally.
Finally.
The good ending.
The good ending of capitalism.
Yes.
I think that's because I assume that you both know when that message shows up in TF2, right?
No.
No.
So
I don't even know what TF2 is.
They added an item in TF2 where it's basically an engagement ring, and you can send it to another player, and they can choose to accept or decline it. And whenever any is accepted, it's globally announced across the entire TF2 player base, and each ring costs like 100 real-world bucks in the Steam store. But people have gotten really creative in combining their own username, the recipient's username, and the name of the custom ring that they get to make messages like this just globally pop up in the middle of nowhere for every TF2 player. So Elon Musk has said that he's not getting any bitches is one of them.
Congratulations.
So in this case, one person be Elon Musk, another be that he, and then the ring would be called not getting any bitches.
Ring of no bitches.
Maidenless ring.
Damn. That's the sequel to Elden Ring.
And look. So now instead of the complete being evil, now the complete being is alfalfa.
Yay!
And that's what you get for doing the for doing the true ending. Huzzah.
Huzzah! Hello!
Hey Grant, you played through Arceus, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Which one do you think is best?
Lord Giratina, kill him!
Which one do you think is best?
I'd probably kill him.
I think kill him is only it's made better by the one right next to it to the left.
Yeah. Or our Lord Giratina smite the sitter down and have his rat bastard cooked in boiling liquid shit for eternity.
I didn't even play this game. I don't know the plot of it, but this image gets me.
I like the expression on her face. It's pretty great. One of the things that I really enjoy, because there's obviously like a whole sect of YouTubers who are all about like theorizing Pokemon stuff and whatnot. And one of the Pokemon theories that I was never really a huge fan of was the idea that most legendary descriptions, like descriptions of legendary Pokemon, were just like hyperbole folklore sort of stuff. And so people were arguing for a really long time, like ever since he was introduced, that Arceus wasn't actually God, that people just saw him as a god. But then you play Legends Arceus, and apparently his description in Legends Arceus is that it's like all this religious like wording, being like his divine creation be
throughout
unto
the game,
he.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, he is legit just God, and that's kind of nuts. And so
Straight up.
there was one guy who does theory videos quite frequently, and so he updated his theory video. Oh, you can get into the house through the chimney.
Yay.
I didn't even know that. But the guy updated his theory, and he's like, okay. What if Arceus isn't actually the Pokemon that we think he is? What if the Arceus that we're used to seeing is simply one of 1,000 hands that the real Arceus can create and give to people?
Oh.
Because apparently there was this whole thing where one of the lines of dialogue you can get, maybe not in Arceus, but just like in general, is that Arceus apparently built the universe with his 1,000 hands and then went to slumber or whatever. And so people were like, oh, that's kind of weird. And if you look at Arceus's like official artwork, it does kind of look like a hand, where if you take your middle finger and like stick it up a little weird, it does kind of look like a hand grasping at something with his 4 legs and then his head. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I like that explanation. I like the idea of the Arceus that we know is just like the physical manifestation of God.
Have you seen that one video that like splices together the alt forms for Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, and it makes Arceus?
Fuses them together to form Arceus.
Yeah,
It's really good, and I truly believe that that's what they were going for with the designs. So I'm happy for it. I just think that Origin form Dialga and Palkia look like garbage.
I mean,
Origin. Why did Origin form Dialga swallow a jet engine?
I mean, they had to retrofit the parts in there, so like I get that it's kind of clunky.
Yeah, but I saw like artist renditions of Twitter of someone being like, "I'll do the exact same idea, but just make it not look like shit," and then they did. It looked great. Like the one that really got me was Palkia has like the stupid circular things just on his shoulders or whatever, and somebody was like, why not just give him the arms? He looks like a super cool centaur if you literally just give him arms. But
no.
anywho, all right, so that's Kirby. Unless anybody has any specific requests or anything, that's pretty much all the content in the game. I figured at this point I was going to pivot and update stream to Mario Kart.
Let's play Unturned together.
No,
Unturned?
I refuse.
I've been desperately looking for something to kill time and de-stress, and I reverted to Unturned. I
What
played
about
again
Slay
today.
the Spire?
I don't have that game.
Oh.
I've never played that game either. I've seen my friend play for a little bit, and it seems like it would not interest me much. I'm not a fan of card games.
You know what? I could do...
What can you do?
maybe that.
Are you a grass?
What?
You need to know. POV, are you a grass?
You grass.
Are you
No.
a grass? You grass.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Done. I'm not even gonna change any of the background lights or anything, because fuck it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hey, I don't even know if I have online, but Grant, do you have Mario or Mario Kart Online? Sorry, do you have Nintendo Online?
No.
Never mind then. I was gonna say we could race.
Dang.
You could whoop my ass while I
We
say
could
that I'm gonna
triple
whoop
gay
your ass.
Bowser.
I'm not gonna lie. Last night I assumed that there'd be more than an hour left in Kirby to show off everything, but I kind of
Hour later.
wiped the floor with the final boss. The last time I challenged it, I didn't have the fully upgraded sword yet, so I was like, "Ooh, that makes sense." Grant wanted me to do 200cc.
Yes. Good.
I don't like 200cc, but I will try. It fucks with all of my drifting.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Look at that sicko.
All right. So now that we have fully migrated to a different game, we can do banter if you'd like.
I think most of them, if not all of them, are yours.
No.
Okay. Well, what do you mean by that?
I don't need to explain myself to you.
Well,
All right.
We just sit here for 2 hours in absolute silence.
We just.
Oh, you
sit
fool!
here,
You absolute fool! Oh my god! Oh, this
Russ,
man!
back, but it's Mario Kart, so you can just get one item and bounce back immediately.
Woo! Look at me, I'm in 7.
As it's, I guess we'll all just sit here stroking our mustaches.
I shaved my
Stroking
mustache.
each other's mustaches.
Stroking each other's
yours.
mustaches.
You know
Oh
what
my
they
God.
say.
Grant, this is fucking ridiculous. Why would anybody want to be on
It's
200cc?
fucking awesome.
This is
And they say-
awful.
You can pick your nose and you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
I definitely can. It's whether or not they like it.
You should not.
Hey, what happened to my boomerang?
The boomerang.
You son of a bitch. Oh my god, I like how the AI can't fucking handle the speed.
Have you ever had a dream?
Have you ever had a
No.
dream? Oh, that was it?
Yeah, that's it.
I have had a
No, I
I have
haven't.
had a dream. I had a relatively stressful dream the other day that I really didn't enjoy. It was the long and the short of it was that I got a poor grade on a test, and it wasn't even like an important test or anything like that. It was just I got a poor grade on a test, but I felt like it was really unfair. Like I thought the reasoning for me having the bad grade was unfair. And in the dream, I ended up just getting like really violent. And I remember like there was one point where I was just kind of bashing the oh, I didn't realize that was bad terrain. I just ended up bashing the teacher's head like over and over into a wall while I was crying. And eventually like I stopped and they pulled away and they had no damage whatsoever, no blood, no bruising, no nothing, and they were like, "Are you done?" And I was
Oh my
like,
God.
"Oh." It was a very upsetting and emasculating dream.
When's the last time you had a dreamless sleep?
Had a
Quite frequently.
dreamless sleep? Yeah.
Because I think that every single time I go to sleep, I dream.
Really?
I think so, and I don't know why. But, like, even if I like fade in and out over the course of 5 minutes on the light rail, I think I go into dreams as soon as I'm like my eyes are closed and I'm like my body loses. Like I dream almost 99% of the time that I sleep.
God damn.
And man, my body is like,
Is ready.
my dreams are syncing up and learning my habits and trying to trick me into sleeping more, and I hate it. Like,
He's like, it'll happen. We must
Well-
create
well,
worlds.
this happened in high school too, where my body would learn the like daily pattern of, okay, my alarm's gonna go off in this amount of time, So my dream, when it wanted me to sleep more, I didn't get enough sleep, would be like, in the dream, be like, oh, get ready, there's gonna be an earthquake soon, and you gotta figure out how to get through it. In my dream, like, oh boy, here we go. And then it's just me sleeping through my alarm as it's vibrating next to me on the bed. Or if I had like a tune, it'd be like, all right, we're gonna play this radio now, and it'd play the song in my alarm, and I'd be like, oh man, that's kind of annoying, I want to turn it off. And I'd turn off my dream and be like, how come it's not working? And it's like, oh, it must be the radio, the off button doesn't work anymore, and I just like keep hitting it for like
I love
several
the idea
minutes.
of your dream just being kind of a jerk to you.
Yeah, just justifying.
I was gonna say they're trying to continue they're trying to prolong their existence by tricking me into thinking my alarm is something else, and that's
I
happened
can't
before.
blame them necessarily, but that's pretty funny.
It happens pretty much every time that I don't get enough sleep. My body will try to do something to trick me into staying asleep longer. As far as the
Keep
dream,
him down.
Keep him down. He can't know that he's gonna be late for work today.
Yeah.
I will say that I've gotten better at my conscience is more dominant now that I have to get up for work and not school anymore.
Fair.
Where if I missed it, I'd be like, it's school, whatever, who gives a shit, I already got into college. And now it's like, it's
You work
work.
at a school.
I say, it's work, now I might get fired.
It's
I do
school.
work at a school.
Work school.
Adrian's literally doing schoolwork.
Did I tell you guys about the... I already told this last stream yesterday about how that one kid who gave me the incredibly racist Vietnamese comment.
You did, yes.
Man, that is straight up the most racist thing anyone's ever said to me. And it was in
I
middle
mean-
school.
What about none?
I'm about to say, I was just about to do the same joke. I'm like, well, if that's a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, if you're offering, Adrian, we can provide.
That definitely beats the cake over fish face chink in my eyes.
Was that last
And then
part
also-
also part of the insult?
No, that was from like years ago when I was playing a video game.
Oh.
I don't know. That one sounds worse. I think. I mean, I'm not here to choose what offends you more. That's not my job.
It's the
It
specificity
should
that
be
gets
your
me.
job, Grant.
Fish face
What?
chink applies to pretty much any East Asian, but like telling someone not to eat their dog feels like a very specifically Chinese Vietnamese insult, which I am both of those things. So
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. That's a fair point.
Grant,
It's also very deep.
Grant, I want you to pick for me what I should be offended by.
Okay.
aren't you like
a personal assistant.
European mutt? There you go, that's-
I'm actually predominantly French Canadian.
Oh wow.
Yeah. My
I see my
my mom's
insult
side of
then.
my mom's side of the family, and then like a third of my dad's side of the family all come from French Canada.
Does it offend you that I assume that you're European mutt? And also that I use that term.
It's one of those weird things where it's like there is legitimately a thing where it's just like, you know, there is a difference between white people, but on the other hand, it doesn't really matter. It's like fine. On most occasions, I don't really think about like the heritage of my family. I just think about like what to have for dinner.
I was about to try to go for another joke. I was like, I guess you're usually thinking about pasta, huh?
My dad's a European mutt.
My older brother's dad is European. But
Nice. Mostly Welsh, I believe. But I have no idea.
you know what they
forgot
say.
this game.
You can't spell racist without several letters for my name.
That's
They do say
point.
that.
yeah.
Can you remember a time where you said, you know what they say unironically? Like it was a
no.
for a situation?
No. But you know what they say. I don't really pay attention.
That's true. They do say that.
Now I'm trying to think of a... Man, you know what they say? It's hard to fit. You know what they say in a fucking sentence. If you're not a cartoon character. Speaking of,
Grant, why the fuck do you do 200cc? This sucks ass.
Absolutely.
This
Um,
is awful.
This is not my preferred method, but it is fun.
It is
150 is
insanely.
what I
It is
usually
insanely
do.
terrible.
I usually do 150, but 200 is just incredible.
I will say, apropos of the cartoon thing, I learned recently and only through YouTube Shorts that like there's a bunch more Rick and Morty that I didn't watch after I stopped watching in high school. I didn't realize. I haven't looked or checked, but I think it's still going on.
Yeah, they have a bunch of seasons.
Yeah. I watched like season 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah, same here. I watched like for the first month or two when it came out, and then I was like, all right, I don't want to be associated with the Pickle Rick crowd or the Szechuan crowd.
Yeah.
That's kind of when I fell off when that all of a sudden like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I will say that I think it's pretty good, funny how the only exposure I have to it past when it first came out is through YouTube Shorts, where it's just clips out of context completely, and it's just like, man, I'll see so many comments where it's like fans saying the exact opposite thing about the same character from short to short because of how the nature of the show is, where clips will show characters like displaying exact polar opposite virtues and ideals, and then fans will be like, man, this is really deep and telling about Rick's personality when he's doing like a sacrificial thing, and then there's another episode like he's doing a big asshole thing. It's like, oh man, this is the real Rick, and it's like, no, guys, scroll down like 2 shorts and you'll see the opposite. And it's like that's the point of the show, is that there's not a terrible amount of consistency.
Why are living human beings using YouTube Shorts?
Because I don't want to open TikTok. I already downloaded it, but I don't want to press 2 taps to open up TikTok.
Too much work.
Too much work. Listen, why would I spend more phone space on a separate app when I could just go to an off-brand shitty version wrapped in YouTube?
There you go.
You got me. I can't imagine why.
There you go. Plus, can you imagine how much more finger movement that would cost me? It adds up.
Setting you up for carpal tunnel in the future.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go play video games and draw for the rest of my life.
Look at this map. It's so small. It's almost like it's built for a phone.
Wow. Imagine Mario Kart on the phone.
It sounds like a great idea, but I'm sure that they would destroy it with microtransactions.
I'm sure they would just destroy it. Just wholesale.
Oh man, did we ever make a Karma's a bitch joke in our Phoenix Wright playthrough?
We did a lot.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay. I can't remember one, but that sounds like something we should do, and it seems obvious now that I think about it.
Oh, sorry, guy.
Yo, nice shot.
That was totally intentional.
I'm a genius.
I am a genius. Fucking come on!
Have you seen the video, or not the video, but the what the fuck? No, god damn it! Hang on.
The what?
I moved my share wheel and I pushed a cord and that made my monitor turn off. It's back on. But have you seen the tweet of the girl who claimed to have a completely dry underwear after an 8-hour shift at work, and then like people roasting her in response?
No, what?
So there's a tweet of a it's a tweet of a girl's like underwear, and it says like after an 8-hour shift, no cap, it's completely dry. And then there's a bunch of screenshots insulting her and being like, your body doesn't work right if you didn't produce any liquid as someone that has those parts over 8 hours working. And then some of these tags that I like, she got that good for nothing coup, the Sahara super scraper. They start running and they pussycat on fire.
Oh no.
Pussy turned into chicharron. Pussy straight out the Scarmophagos.
Oh no. God.
Speaking of which, do you know what the original Scarmophagos mean?
No.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. Hang on. It's an old one too. Let's see. Here, found it. It's like some fucking pretentious art Tumblr person who's being like, "Oh man, artists have sex better than us because we treat our partner like the canvas to which a masterpiece."
We treat our
some
partner
shit.
like the canvas.
I remember seeing that. I don't remember
And,
this
and then someone responded, "Pharaohs fuck better because they with the pussy Scarbaffle cooks."
I have not seen. I've seen the original post to this, like the artist fuck better. I did not see Scarmopticus. Damn.
Is Yoshi Island in this game, Zach?
Sorry?
Is
Yeah,
Yoshi
there is.
Island in this game? The one from Double Dash?
Yeah, there is.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't recall.
The only Mario Kart I played was Double Dash and the one for GBA.
Double Dash is good.
You picked a couple of winners there, is all I'm gonna say.
Double Dash is fantastic.
Double
And then the
Dash
GBA one.
Double Dash was ahead of its time, is all I'll say.
Double Dash
Yeah.
was great, and then the GBA one,
Was Mario Kart.
it was Mario Kart. Hey, you know what I'll say this? It had charming sprites.
Fair.
And that's all I'll say about it.
I fucking please. I saw a post. Oh my god, immunity, sick.
Iframes.
iframes. I saw a post today where somebody was like, "Man, I really enjoy." There's something about the sprite art for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that 3D really just can't compete with. And it was just a screenshot of the two characters early on in the game where you get woken up by Loudred for the first time, and the two of you are like, ah, like on the bed. And I just thought about it. And I was like, you know what? I wonder when they do a 3D remake within the next couple of years. I wonder if they will be able to recreate that charm, or else
I
it'll
hope
just
so.
be like. I wonder if they'll just use like the 3D models, like the normal 3D models, and then just like pause you in the middle of your hurt animation.
Also very possible.
You know what? That is a banter topic that I have in there, if I recall correctly. I wanted to bring up because they
3D
announced
versus-
Rivals of Aether 2 yesterday, and it wasn't an April
really?
Fool's joke. It was real. But what's up with like? I mean, I guess this is more my purview since I'm into the indie game scene. But like, what's up with indie game companies starting off with pixel art, and then as soon as they hit like a modicum of success, they shift over into like 3D?
I don't know, but
3D is theoretically more efficient to make stuff with. But it has a
And
higher
I understand that,
entry.
right? Because like, so Hyper Light Drifter had this incredible pixel art style. It was the whole reason why the game did so well on Kickstarter so many years ago, right? And you know that was great. The Heart Machine did their next one, their next game, which was Solar Ash Kingdom, which I did play, and it was fine. It looked great, but you know, it seemed a little bit more generic, I guess, than the pixel art style. And maybe that was just my personal preference. It probably was, in fact. But then they announced Hyper Light Breaker just the other day, the direct sequel to Hyper Light Drifter, and it's 3D. And I'm like, wait, why? What was wrong? What was wrong with the pixel art of Hyper Light Drifter? Why can't we just stick with that? And then
I just
Rivals of
wanted
Aether 2 is 3D. And there was another one. I think I had it on the list there, but there was another example relatively recently where they
Risk of Rain too.
yeah, Risk of Rain 2 like ended up being fine. Like the main reason why they wanted to shift to 3D was that way they could have an additional layer of mechanics in the game, so everything wasn't just on a 2D plane. You had to like actually aim. And you know, that ended up being fine, but same thing, where it's just like, what's up with pixel art, man?
No idea.
I
the
think
process the process of like 3D modeling something, rigging it, and then applying animation seems like a lot of overhead. But then when I think about it, you don't have to remake the entire 3D model every time you do a new animation, whereas with pixel art, most of the time you do.
I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. There's a higher barrier for entry, but in the long run, it's way, way more efficient.
Yeah. It just makes me a little sad, I guess, is all. I'm glad Yacht Club is sticking with the pixel art, though.
I'm also wondering...
L ratio, no lunar coins, 2 shield generator, collapse, shatter into innumerable pieces, touch goop.
I'm just thinking there may also be a component of the art teams on those games being like, you know what, on our sequel, we can't do pixel art anymore, director.
We've
because
done enough.
If we do, I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out.
Pixel art looks good. Grant, I can't do this 200cc shit. I wanted to test it out on the new maps because I didn't before, but like this sucks. It's awful.
You're weak.
I am not weak. This is suffering.
You're weak.
Why does the Ninja Highway have a Wario fucking mustache on it?
Because it's like Cat and Nana
Who?
from Wario.
I have no idea.
Cat and Nana.
Gotta pull out the
Mario
images.
rolls worst joint ever. What a goon. Look at the 200cc just fucking rocketing me around the environment.
Hell yeah, dude.
Great.
I wanted to ask, because earlier when we mentioned when we were talking a long time ago about like monkey's paw superpowers, when we spoke, Zach and I went after they were like, oh, frames, when you narrowly avoided that blue Koopa shot, that came to mind. What if you had the power and vulnerability, but only after you took damage and proportional to the amount of damage you took?
So like the duration of your iframes was equivalent to the amount of damage that you took,
Yeah.
or proportional rather. I think that would actually be fantastic. Did either of you either read or see the movie Ready Player One?
I have the book, have not read it.
Both of them are okay. You know, like they're entertaining in their own right, especially for the target demographic that the guy wrote them for. But there's a lot of concepts from video games that he doesn't. Oh my god, why'd that put me so far back? Dude, I'm in 12th.
Yeah.
This map is rough at 200. But there's a lot of concepts from video games that he just doesn't play with at all. Because I mean, not really spoilers or anything like that, because who really cares? But dude, I was in 12th. Let's go. But the entirety of the Ready Player One essentially just boils down to a Willy Wonka style scavenger hunt sort of thing, where it's like, oh, we have, but it's not like, how do I explain this? Like, despite the fact that the entire story takes place in a virtual reality like world, the actual scavenger hunt has less to do with the game itself and more to do with having esoteric knowledge of like early 80s game culture, like arcade cabinet culture. And I just thought that was, and obviously like that's what the writer knew, so that's what he wrote the story about, which makes, you know, total sense. But like Adrian saying the thing about like, what if you had the ability to use iframes or whatever, I remember that was something that people discussed super early on, where one of the Easter eggs that you had to find in order to, you know, do the Willy Wonka thing was you had to drive backwards on the most popular track in the game, in the racing section. You had to drive backwards instead of forwards, and that's how you got access to the Easter egg. And it's like, whoa. And then after that, there was this thing where it was like a pillar of fire, or like a wall of fire, a lake of ice, and then an electric storm that you had to fly through. And all three of those things would insta-kill you if you didn't figure out how to like sneakily get across them or whatever. And a bunch of people came to the same conclusion I did, which is like, wait, does this game not have invincibility frames? Like, couldn't I just go in there with my friend and just punch him in the shoulder really hard, you know? And just like, all right, here's your iframes, get in there.
You're just running through punching each other. We're like,
Yeah, like
we're
why
both
not? You know,
invincible.
like in that, I don't know. At least it would have been clever.
Man.
Shin impact.
Ouch.
Oh, that's good. I get no trophy again.
No
You know what?
trophies?
Fuck it. We're doing the new maps at 50cc.
At 50cc.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
That was
That
was
that'll stretch
breakneck.
the rest of the stream.
That was breakneck pace, as in it made me want to break my neck. And now we're gonna go at grandma pace.
Also known as breakneck pace, because it'll be so slow. Snap your own neck.
Have you guys seen that image of My Little Pony crossing over with Mario, where Pinkie Pie is beating Mario in strip poker and Luigi is horrified?
What's wrong
That
with
is a
you?
very specific
Adrian,
image.
what's wrong with you?
that I know.
Would you like to?
No.
Sure, Adrian.
No!
Oh, there goes Lawrence.
You didn't say anything.
Was he here and then left?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even notice.
he moved in for half a second. Oh, he's responding to my shit impact image.
Oh my god, this is so slow.
You're barely schmoving.
Oh my god, this is going to be the fucking longest drift ever. Look at this. Oh, never mind. I'm so slow I can't even
Yeah.
drift properly. Oh my god.
Here. There's nothing in the subtitle in case you didn't want this image in your head.
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I
He's fucking
appreciate the
horrified.
spoiler tag. Thank you. Do
will
you
not
think
be
that
spoiling
do
the
you think
Ultimate
that the
Life Golden.
CCs also affect the level, like the intelligence of the AI?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Ultimate life form.
Adrian, why?
Smash or pass.
Dash.
Nice. Zach.
Smash.
There we go. That's what I want to see.
The council has come to a decision.
That's what I'm looking for.
Right. I was thinking about doing that tomorrow. I was gonna ask most likely Adrian, but Grant if you were available, because I'm still not entirely sure whether or not Saba's gonna be available tomorrow. And I was gonna be like, you want to just do like Pokemon Smash or Pass?
Hell yeah. But unfortunately, I'm taking my test tomorrow.
Oh right, yeah.
What test?
I have a test for a
HIV.
job. Yeah, my hopefully, I don't know. I didn't study yet for it, but
I didn't
we'll
study
see.
for my HIV.
I was gonna
test.
say blood tests.
No, I have a job test to do, and I have 2 weeks to do it, but I'm doing it tomorrow. I decided on.
Oh.
Good luck.
Actually,
sir.
I guess I have a week and a half. Thank you. I will probably return to you with news quickly, crying, saying,
I
it
didn't
worked
do
out.
it.
Here's some, here's some elixir.
I hope your test goes milk. I hope your test goes better than the test that I took however many months ago.
The one where you had to use Unreal.
The one where I had to use Unreal and they were like, design 3 guns, or sorry, design 2
Yeah.
guns that were different, design 3 enemies, design a whole level. Also, you have like a week.
Yeah.
What do you
which
think
is
of
ridiculous.
what do you think of this elixir, Grant?
I drink it. It looks like a Shamrock Shake from McDonald's.
It might as well be.
I think it would taste like mint. Oh, speaking of bad tastes, my brother and I went to Sonic this morning because we were in town and we're like, hey, let's get
Okay,
food and we'll just eat
the
it.
restaurant. Understood.
Yeah. No, we went to go see Sonic the Hedgehog, but we couldn't catch up to him because he was running too fast. And I was like, hey, man, slow down. And so I hit him with my fucking car.
So I hit with my fucking car.
So we're on the run from the police now. We killed Sonic the Hedgehog. But no, we went to Sonic the restaurant and we both got like lemonade. And we take a single sip and immediately realize that it is simply like just sugar. It is like absolutely just like the syrupy. It is like dark yellow.
Oh.
And we are like, we immediately are like, what the fuck? And it just leaves a horrible sweet taste in your mouth that I was like crying because it was too sweet. I was like,
Saccharine.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was undrinkable.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So we had to like cut it with like
some
half
sugar.
a gallon of water.
Have some more sugar.
Oh no, the cat caught. Cat caught is what my cat sleeps on.
And then once you're done with that, to clean your teeth, here you go.
The
Guard. Springboarding off. I don't know if there's more to the Sonic Lemonade killing you story, but I do have something to springboard off of that. Back when I worked at AMC, I don't know whether or not you guys are like privy to how the I think I talked about it before, but I don't know if you guys are privy to how the Coca-Cola freestyle machines function.
Oh, is this the Slurpee story?
No, not the Slurpee story.
Okay.
But it's the Coca-Cola freestyle machines and most soda machines for that matter do this thing where it doesn't actually, like, it's not like you have like giant tanks of soda in the back that just have the soda in them. You have these like cartridges, like cardboard cartridges full of syrup, and then a tank like somewhere like in the wall that has all the carbonated water in it. And the idea behind the freestyle machine is that it combines the syrup and the carbonated water on the fly. It's the reason why Coca-Cola from a movie theater tastes so much different than Coca-Cola that you buy at the store, because it's not the same product, period. But you have to change that shit quite frequently, as you would probably assume. And I had one coworker who was also an usher that when he changed them out, and they were literally cartridges, right? So think of how like cartridges change in the printer. So most of the time when you go to take them out, there's not a whole lot of syrup there, but there's like, a decent globule of syrup that gets stuck around like the nozzle and stuff like that as you take it out. And he would swap them out, take the cartridge, and then either with his finger or more often just with his tongue would lap up all of the syrup.
No. Oh my god.
And it was like, and I was like, dude, why? And his reasoning was like, well, I mean, people have been drinking it and it tastes good.
Dude, like, I think that would just kill me, because that lemonade was the only apt description of anything I've ever tasted as tooth-rottingly sweet. Like, I've never tasted anything that fit that description more. And this dude is just drinking the syrup. Oh my god.
He's just lapping it up. And it's basically, and it's probably almost exactly the same syrup,
That man should be feared.
What about Black Power? Dallas Black Power.
Dallas Black Power.
You have three options. You are either a Great Value Twist and Shout, a double-filled cream between, or a Dallas Black Power.
Like I said, the double-filled cream between was my nickname.
And here's the last off-brand food product that I'll share with you guys.
Nut.
Oh my god.
Me in November.
Me in December, more like. Got him.
Yeah, I was about to say, whoa, Zach, are you not participating?
No, I can never make it. But
Damn.
I got another story from food prep back when I worked at the AMC. AMC, as most places do nowadays, they didn't exactly offer like food, but they offered like fast food, stuff that a teenager could make within a reasonable amount of time using like not a fryolator per se, but we had like a semi-automated machine where you would just dump a bunch of chicken tenders or mozzarella sticks or what have you into like this drawer, and then you shut it, turn the timer on, and then when the timer was done, you would just take the basket, dump it into like a little cardboard thing, and hand it to the customer like directly. That's normally how things worked, and that was more or less okay. But I remember, because as I said before, I usually worked as an usher, so I didn't really have to deal with this that much. But I remember one of the new hires I think it was like my second summer working there. One of the new hires was like, hey, Zach, do you have a second? I want you to check something out. And I was like, okay. And he was like, yeah, a couple of the customers came back after I gave them their chicken tenders, saying that they tasted funny, and I wanted you to double check to make sure that I'm using the machine properly. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be having my lunch soon anyway, so just make me a thing of chicken tenders. And so he goes to put it in the machine, and it's more or less fine, and it's like, okay, this is like you're doing it fine. I don't know why. Maybe the customers are just being a little annoying.
Sure.
So, and he was like, okay, well, I'll let you know if anything happens. And I was like, okay, will do. I'll see you in a bit. I go to the break room. I open up my thing, and immediately I noticed that the chicken tenders smell really funny. And I was like, oh, what's this? And my brain immediately goes like, maybe the oil's bad, or I don't know, something. And so I take a bite of the chicken tender, and immediately I'm like, this shit is rotten.
Oh,
it was vile. I didn't even chew it once. I bit it and immediately identified that it was rotten. I spit it back out into like the cardboard thing, and I look, and the chicken itself was like gray green.
oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I was like, holy crap, what the hell is this? So I immediately go back out and be like, yo, let me look at that chicken, because it was like a big thing of chicken. Let me look at that chicken. I think it's gone bad. And sure enough, the entire box of frozen chicken tenders, they were all rotten. And it was like, what the hell? Oh, sorry, I say frozen. They were supposed to be frozen. Apparently, what had happened was that the night before, we had gotten a double shipment of chicken tenders in preparation for like a big movie that was coming out relatively soon. And the new hires, not the same guy, but like a different set of new hires, couldn't exactly Tetris their way to like fit all the stuff in the freezer. So they ended up just being like, it's probably fine. Just leave it outside for now. We'll put it back in tomorrow when all of the stuff is when all of the stuff is like gone. And so the new hire who was working behind the counter that day saw a box of chicken tenders that was just sitting out, or multiple boxes actually, that were just sitting outside the freezer, and was like, oh, someone must have set this up for me.
Oh.
And apparently he had served like 4 or 5 customers that morning, just rotten chicken tenders.
Yikes.
And it was like, that's so disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
It was great though.
So you're telling me that you wouldn't want to support more AMCs?
It's one of those things where I know that there was the whole like GameStop stock thing that happened recently or whatever, but I worked for both AMC and GameStop in my life, and both of those companies can die in a nuclear fire for all I care, because they suck ass.
Damn.
Like, there's a reason why people were shorting GameStop, and it wasn't because they didn't like it. It's because the company was run like garbage. Also, in the original, weren't these cars moving?
Yeah, I'm sad they're not moving anymore.
I wonder why.
When they're not piloted by the Medes.
In other news, how do you feel about rumors that there are more penis men?
Man, we been knew the Illuminati's real.
I'm just concerned because we don't know where they are. It could be you. It could be me.
Could be me.
It could even be Zach.
No. Unlikely.
Are you saying that you're not a penis man?
Most likely not.
Say right now on camera that you are. Claim you are not a
Look
penis.
me in the digital eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will confirm to you today that I am not a penis man. I swear
He's just
on my
saying
honor
it for the cameras.
and my
He's just saying it for the
dignity.
cameras.
Convincing, but we'll see if this really proves true.
Mac's gonna get assassinated by the penis men.
Yeah, for selling out
Yeah.
to the non-penis majority.
The
Can't believe it.
non-penis majority. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
As
You know
soon as
what?
they just posted-
You know what? In an effort to get you to shut the fuck up, please give me a better idea.
Well, I gotta get going because the penis men are at my door.
No.
All right, go deal with them.
All right, I'll probably never return. Goodbye.
All right.
Wait, why is he? Why is he actually leaving at 9? It's a Saturday.
I don't know.
Well, shit. Now I'm stuck here with Adrian.
Yeah,
I
and
can't
there's
stop
only
him.
there's only one sorry, there's two banter topics that you have. Well, the first one is how do you walk in shallow water?
we could discuss that one.
I was gonna say, I don't spend a
How
lot of-
do you walk in shallow water, Adrian?
I don't spend a tremendous amount of time in pools.
Okay. I'm about to say,
But-
I guess I did for a
I was gonna say,
while.
It's definitely the second one.
Where instead of like sloshing through it like against your shins or your knees or whatever, you like crouch down and do like a weird walk.
Yeah, because it's more of your body is benefiting from buoyancy and therefore it takes less effort to move.
You do move like a weirdo, but I think that's a worthy trade-off.
Yeah, effort for looking weird. Who gives a
Who
damn?
gives a crap? I would say that I would say that my interpretation of that image is less do you like walk standing up or do you crouch, and more do you walk standing up or do you adapt to the depth of the water? Because I remember that back when I went to Camp Massapog, there was the beach leading into the lake was really shallow for a while because there were like little kids that would swim around in that lake. And I remember I would still keep my chin, like the top part of my neck and most of my chin above water, but I would just walk on my hands. Just like walking back and forth with my legs sticking out behind me, and I thought I was the coolest guy.
I will say that part of the reason I didn't spend a lot of time in water is because I had hydrophobia for most of my childhood.
Why? You're mostly water.
I mostly drowned when I was almost drowned when I was a toddler.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame I
That'll
didn't.
do it though.
It's a shame the water wasn't brave enough to finish me off.
Now you're gonna come back for revenge.
But yeah, I almost drowned when I was a toddler, and then it scarred me so much that I was too scared to properly take showers for a long time. I didn't want the water to go up my nose.
Go up your nose.
I was too scared I'd breathe it in by accident and die in the shower, standing up.
I guess that makes sense. That's unfortunate though. I mean,
didn't
you're
learn
not
how to swim till I
hydrophobic
was, like,
anymore, of course, right?
Yeah, but I, like, up until basically late high school, early college, I had a bunch of, I was like, I didn't like being in showers in general, and I didn't like, I had a weird psychosis kind of thing with all that going on.
I mean, it makes sense,
weird and
though.
strange.
Almost
Yeah.
drowning when you're a kid will do that, so I guess it's fair.
Yeah.
Well, shit. There you go. I didn't know this because I mean, I don't know what you do, but I know that I don't necessarily chit chat too much, like small talk or like personal talk, I guess, with my relatives. But I only learned just this year that my aunt doesn't know how to swim and is actually afraid of she's afraid of any water that goes above her knee. And I learned the reason why. It's very similar to yours, and but instead of it being like her almost drowning when she was a child, or when she was like younger, she was like a, what would you call? I guess preteen, maybe. It would be the word that I would use to describe, because she was like 11 or whatever, and my dad, her brother, like he was just roughhousing. Like, he thought he was just being a funny guy, but he was actually legitimately like holding my aunt underwater while she was begging for air. and he was doing, you know how like in the movies they do that thing. You know how like in the movies they do that thing where like they'll have a person's head in like a sink and they'll be like thrashing around, and then they bring them up and they're like, "Tell me where the money is," and then they put it back down or whatever.
Yeah.
My dad was essentially doing that to her without realizing that she was like actually struggling, because the way that Dad described it was that, or not he described it, but one of my other aunts described it, was that they were all just hanging out at the lake, different lake, but they were all just hanging out at the lake. Dad comes up behind my aunt, goes, "Take a deep breath." She goes, "What?" You know, I mean, saying what, so she loses all the air in her lungs, and then immediately dunks her head under the water. And it was just the sort of situation where Dad didn't really understand what was happening until it was like too late. And she didn't get hurt or anything like that. It just scared the ever living shit out of her. And so now she doesn't like going into water that's higher than her knee, and she never learned how to swim.
I see where you get it from now.
Only a little bit.
That's insane. Anyway. Did any of your cousins ever develop a fear of bashing their head into other people's heads?
No. They should have. They should have.
Little do they know, come Christmas 2023.
2023, all of my cousins are like 16, 17, 18 years old now. It would be incredible if I was able to trick them into doing the same shit again. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Alright, I put all of you in blindfolds. I have a surprise for you. You're just gonna have to run headfirst into it to see what it is.
Great.
The only other banter topic here is Hyperlight Drifter versus Oh, we already talked about this.
That was the 3D versus Pixar one. I guess we could talk about that again though. Not that there would, not that there's anything specific to say, but more just, I don't know, because obviously I play a lot more indie games than pretty much everybody else on the stream, but how do you like, what's your opinion on pixel art in general? Because I definitely have a like preference for it, not even just an affinity, but like a legitimate preference where I would prefer pixel art over most other art forms. But how do you feel?
I think, well, I'll say this. I think pixel art is fantastic. I greatly admire and respect anyone who does it. I also think it's soul-crushingly slow
to do.
To do, because it's not as simple as just drawing something and then like putting a layer over it. You have to fine-tune it after that, because otherwise it's gonna look like shit, and you have to like make all the lines to look good on a grid type style, depending on how big you're working with, as far as like 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, larger, like Bravely Default or whatever, or Final Fantasy early. Like, it's gonna look different, you have to format it, and there's so much logistical math that goes into it, it makes my head spin and I couldn't do it. I will say, expanding on the concept of 3D versus pixel art, just in general, going from 2D to 3D, like, bigger, like, larger barrier of entry, but also once you get in there, again, the thesis holds true of, like, well, once you started or bought into 3D, development is a lot more streamlined. And I imagine I haven't actually worked on a game production thing, but like from an animation standpoint, yeah, like it's way more easy to animate a 3D thing if you know how to do it than a 2D thing, because you can just drag them around and you don't need to like, if you care and like put in personal touches, you'll like morph the models or whatever with each animation, but like, I don't know, it's easier to do that with like a tangible-ish thing than having to draw each frame from scratch from imagination. The model definitely helps with that consistency and all that.
So referring back to the example that I gave of the person, the post where somebody was pontificating about whether or not they'll be able to replicate the charm and expressiveness of the sprites in Explorers of Sky. I wonder if one of the reasons why Explorers of Sky is particularly successful with the expressiveness of its sprites is, or like why, at least in my opinion, pixel art in general is more charming and expressive, is because they have to remake it from the ground up almost every time. And if you're remaking a sprite from the ground up, might as well make sure that it's like, you know, kind of unique. Whereas you have something like in what was their game, the Solar Ash Kingdom that I talked about previously. All the animations in Hyper Light Drifter were really expressive and specific, and they served a specific function of like telling you the specifics of the timing of the hit that you were doing and yada yada blah blah blah. But all of the animations in Solar Ash Kingdom seemed more stylized, to the point where at times it was actually confusing as to whether or not my attack was even coming out, because the character would do like this big spinning like kick flip sort of thing every time that they did an attack, but they also did a very similar spinning kick flip sort of thing whenever they were jumping through the air off of a rail. So I guess the point of me rambling at this point is that I wonder if 3D will be able to replicate the unique expressiveness of pixel art in a way that I don't know, that at least in my opinion, I don't think they have been able to yet.
I will say, I think to clarify, I think that with comparing 3D to 2D, the product's floor raises a lot with 3D compared to 2D. Like, you can still get really creative in towards 3D, like Mitchell's vs. Machines. I watched that recently. They do a lot of stretching, morphing, and like warping. And you can get really creative 3D models, but it also takes a lot of effort. And at that point, that's like similar levels of like putting shit on a grid, and at that point it's comparable. So I don't know. I just think that once you have barrier for entry, having a higher product floor, I think, is something that a lot of those game devs will look for. And I think it's respectable and fine and makes sense to me. As to whether it's better or worse, I think that depends almost entirely on how much effort the devs put in. If you put in the same amount of effort to make Pixel Thing as you do with 3D Thing, it'll probably like fine, if not good, at least. So, yeah, I don't float in those spheres generally, but it makes sense to me why they did it. That's kind of the main opinion I have on that.
One of the tangential conversations about just pixel art, I guess, is there's a game called Owlboy where the guy who spearheaded the project and helped found the studio that, you know, is still around today. He coined the term. He tore. I think it was like high pixel or whatever. Like before the Minecraft server was even a thing, he coined the term of like high definition pixel art. So like by hand and that jazz. And I remember there was a long while ago. I was in one of his streams while he was making a high pixel like artwork. He was doing like a background, and somebody in chat just asked him like, have you ever thought of just doing this in traditional digital art and then just applying a pixel art filter instead, so that way you don't have to do like the pixel art specifically? And he had not exactly a conniption, but he definitely went on a tirade about how true pixel art requires so much meticulous planning and like spacing and math, like all the stuff that you just described, that if you try to take shortcuts, it immediately conveys a level of disrespect to pixel art. And I was like, whoa, I like your candor.
It's a little extreme, but I largely agree. I know, it's I guess the equivalent would be like people who make like a fantastic finished painting without doing literally any sketch work or like construction first. Like they don't do any like circle like with a cross for the head or the face framing or like any skeleton or any reference. They just put it on the canvas and immediately it snaps to beauty. That's what a lot of pixel artists do, and that frightens me. But yeah, it's a field of art that I respect the hell out of. I've tried myself. I don't think I would want to, because my philosophy on art is that anyone can do any amount of art. It's all about patience and how much you're willing time to put in. Like, I do not think I could handle the amount of suffering and shitty art I'd have to crank out to be good at pixel art.
Okay.
Because I think anyone can be. I think anyone can achieve any degree of skill in art. You just need time and patience and willingness. I don't think I have realistically the willingness to pull off any degree of like skill with pixel art. It is so painfully like slow and hard to do and meticulous. I'm not good at math, and there's a little more math than I'm used to in art, which is to say any at all. But you have to pull off pixel art.
As opposed to just eyeballing it for proportions.
Yeah. As Discoolisi would put it, visual calculus. Must be much greater for pixel art than traditional just drawing. Which would you rather have, Zach? The invulnerability but iframes, or the invulnerability but ragdoll ability?
I need a clarification.
Yes.
So you say iframes based on like the damage that you took, right? Proportional to the damage that you took. Does this mean that in this theoretical, like this hypothetical situation, I have like an HP bar, right, to represent the amount of damage that I took?
Sure.
Because I need you to give me like an estimation. Like if I punched myself in the stomach hard enough for it to hurt, but not hard enough for me to like have any long-term debilitating effects, how long does that give me an iframe for?
I don't know the exact duration. Maybe like a good couple of seconds, but I would say that the duration would be equal to the amount of time you need to ragdoll with the other power.
Oh, it's proportional.
Yeah.
Because the difference is that the invincibility frames is actually practical, right? You could use that for something clever, whereas the ragdoll essentially just prevents you from taking fall damage-ish, right? Essentially, the ragdoll version of the superpower turns your whole situation into being incapacitated as opposed to injured, which is very preferable. Like, that's great. But with the iframes, you could do some like really clever shit. Like imagine you're about to get mugged by somebody and the guy's like about to shoot you. Like what if I like flicked myself in the nose really hard, and in that instantaneous moment when he shoots me, it's like, ha, I had iframes. You know?
Yeah, like, but with the ragdoll, you're basically invulnerable to harm. You just have to ragdoll for a commensurate period of time. Whereas if you're either not careful, or even if you're taking advantage of them with like iframes, you still will be harmed. It's just you have to like, manipulate it, kind of. I don't know. I think it's.
I think that they're both good. I would want one or the other, but I legitimately wouldn't be able to tell you which one I would prefer. Because with the iframes, you still have to take damage, which sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like imagine how ridiculous it would be. And you said that the duration would be proportional to the ragdoll. So like if you shoot me with a bullet, like you have like a handgun and you shoot me with a bullet, how long would I ragdoll for? It'd be a long time, wouldn't it?
It'd be a couple minutes, yeah.
Right? Now think of it that way. Where like now in reverse, if I have the iframes and you shoot me, I am still injured. You fucking shot me with a gun, but I have like a couple minutes of not being able to take any other damage. And that's interesting, but fucked.
Oh man, imagine trying to have a surgery done on you with either of those.
Oh yeah, that would suck. Every time they like do an incision, it'd be like, no.
Yeah, either you'd start flopping around violently, or they just have to wait several seconds for the next incision. That was comedy.
You know what, Adrian? I wanna do more along this line of thinking. I wanna do like pick like another like video game thing, because I wanna take, because I know that you and I historically have talked about this a few times, but I want to take another like video game thing and apply it to
being a superpower.
Yeah, like being a superpower in the quote unquote real world.
Okay.
I'm thinking about like things that you could do. I'm thinking about things that you could do in like what's Gmod made in? What's that engine? Source.
Source, yeah.
I'm thinking about things that you can do in Source. So I'm thinking about like like a real person can't crouch jump.
Right.
I don't know if that's super useful.
I mean, basically, because you can jump onto things that are higher. You can't reach any higher, but you can jump onto things higher.
Actually, you know what? Real people can do that. They just have to be like physically fit, I guess.
You have to lift your legs midair, which is not impossible, but also like.
But it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a tangential one, just more Source engine type things. Or not Source engine. What's the engine that like Skyrim was made in and stuff? It was just like the Bethesda engine or whatever. One of the reasons why you're able to climb up ridiculous surfaces with the horse is because the way that they have the horse's like ground detection is that the horse's ground detection. So like a normal character in that game, their ground detection is a small circle that's the diameter of the width of their feet, right? So a giant, for example, has a higher diameter than like a person. But with the horses, they didn't want to do a diameter because the horse doesn't necessarily have a cylindrical shape. So instead, they just made it a giant rectangle. But because it's not like a capsule, they just went with a rectangle instead. That's why the horse is able to like fuck its way up a mountain, because the vertexes and faces along the mountain allow it to pretend like it's on a surface. So taking that logic, what if you could do that in real life? What if you're because like in real life, obviously it's the soles of your feet are what determine whether or not you're standing on something. What if you had a rectangle that was like roughly the diameter of your, like the dimensions of your body looking straight down, and you could use that to like go around the world in really weird ways.
You're just the thing where it's like in video games, you're like standing just barely off the side of a cliff, but you're still standing there.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea how useful that would be, but I'm thinking about it and I'm like, that could be cool.
What I'm thinking about is like having an inventory right now. Like having an inventory that's either based on like the Tetris size of things you have to fit together, or the pure weight, and then it just goes into a void.
And like you can just hold however much based on the weight. Because one of those is like Skyrim-esque, whereas the other one is Resident Evil, or I was thinking Diablo 2.
Yeah.
In both of these scenarios, we have to do a little bit of definition. So, like, let's do the Resident Evil / Diablo one first. What is the largest object that fits into a single grid space in your mind? I have my answer, but I want to see if your answer is similar.
The largest object that fits in a single grid space, I'd say like... I'm looking at things on my desk right now. I would say like a video game controller, maybe.
So the one I was thinking of, which you can agree or you cannot, was a new roll of toilet paper. Just thinking about like the cubic dimensions of that. Anything that's like roughly that size or smaller would be one square in my mind.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because those are roughly the same-ish size, but now I'm thinking about it, I carry a lot of really small things: phone, wallet, keys, earphones. So I don't know.
I guess those would all take individual. Or would you be able to stack those as like what if in your inventory you could specifically stack similar small objects together and they would just be reclassified as clutter?
Ooh, I was gonna say, because in Pathfinder, second edition,
Dave, I didn't even realize you were here.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt your conversation, so I was trying to figure a good break to introduce myself.
Okay, I'll let
Mario
Adrian
Kart.
finish first, and then I'll tell you all about the new tracks if you'd like.
I was gonna say in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, they simplified inventory because before it was based on your character strength, determine how much weight you could carry. But then that led to spatial questions and like immersion breakers. Like, okay, well, my barbarian can carry like 200 pounds of stuff, but where is he keeping all of it? And that was the question. And then they merged it in 2nd Edition to bulk, where it's a combination of the size and weight of it. And they made it so that you can carry a certain number of bulk based on your strength. It's what's the term? It's not tangible, like theoretical abstraction. It's an abstract representation of how much stuff you're carrying. And they made it so that items either weigh a number of bulk or they are light. And if you have 10 light items of any kind together, they make 1 bulk.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. So basically, like, most characters in the game carry like 5 bulk, which is basically potentially 50 light, or a number of light and bulk, where a light is basically 0.1 of a bulk.
Right, 1/10 of a bulk.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about, because that idea that you had reminded me of that, where you combine small items into like a cluster of things.
So
like
10 small miscellaneous items will combine together into a single cell clutter item.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's put a pin in this for a moment because I don't want to chew up too much of Dave's time. Hello, Dave. How are you doing?
Also, Dave and Jesse are here now.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Jesse, Dave.
All right. Well, welcome to stream, everybody. It was for like 40 minutes of stream. It was just me and Grant, and then Adrian showed up because he remembered that we had streamed today, and then Grant left for some reason, and it was just me and Adrian for like half an hour, and now we got 4 people again. All right.
Granted, 2 of them are not our usual stream goers.
True. The one person who's watching, who's me. So Dave, you wanted to hear my opinion about the new tracks?
Yeah, because I very much enjoyed them.
I haven't played them yet.
I
don't
like
have
them.
DLC.
I like them quite a bit. I'm actually a little upset by how much I enjoy the Mario Kart Tour tracks. Because I'm very like anti-mobile game design type thing.
When I got the track and played with my friends, I mistakenly said they're from the arcade version of Mario Kart because that's what I thought they were from, but I did not know they were from the mobile app.
Yeah, and the thing is that like I said this to Saba, and it's a little bit of a conspiracy theory, but I still believe it. Of the 8 tracks that came out in this first wave, either 5 or 6 of them were in Mario Kart Tour. Not necessarily Mario Kart Tour originals, but like were in Mario Kart Tour, and they seem to be pretty much a 1-to-1 transition from like the phone files to the Switch files. Which I don't know. Some people have opinions on that, but
I mean, they updated some of the textures, but
most of them are still pretty flat.
Yeah, most of them are really bad still. It's just
I'm thinking specifically of I personally think that Coconut Mall looks not great, but that being said, Coconut Mall is really fun.
I think they took the one. I think the biggest thing I noticed about Coconut Mall is that they took away the like the cars that they go the moving
the cars don't move anymore, and I kind of wonder why, because it's like that doesn't necessarily add anything, I guess.
Yeah, if anything, it makes the track just like easier.
It's kind of dull. Like you don't have to time your way between the tracks anymore, and it's like, well,
it was kind of like being thrown into like the deep end of the pool playing it again. Because I think when I played Mario Kart Wii, it was like 100cc was the highest I'd go. Now my friends play on like 200cc, and it's
what are they, insane?
Zach experimented with that earlier in stream.
This is my like 3rd go around on the new maps now on stream here, and the first thing we did was 200, and it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, Zach, I wanted to say I came in because I kind of just assumed that everyone plays 200cc, and I saw like the bike you're using. I'm like, what's Zach doing? Why is he driving that thing?
This is my preferred. This is my preferred bike because
Yo,
I really
metal wheels?
like drifting.
I
the
think
metal
mine was
wheels
very
low?
close, but after like 2 years, because of I think Ninja Hideaway, I changed my bike that I use because one of the turns just comes up at you like immediately, and I got.
You
needed
mean
more
like when you're on the
handling.
roofs and it's more than it's like a 270-degree turn?
No, not on the roof. Like right at the very beginning. Or
Oh,
I guess
the
at
stairs?
Yeah, not the stairs. Right before that, where you have to do like a 90-degree turn.
Yeah.
There's the one on the top where you have to like land your glider and then make a 90-degree turn,
Right. Yeah.
like almost immediately. And that was the real reason why I changed my bike. That and Rumble Volcano.
I won't change my bike for nothing. This is my baby.
Okay, Zach.
I think Ninja Hideaway is probably the most fleshed out course.
Which one?
Like
It was-
new track that they imported
yeah.
before.
Again, I might be biased because I play on like the silly fast mode, but it was a lot harder than I was expecting. I don't think even like any of the Rainbow Roads were like that difficult because there's a surprising amount of places where you can fall off, and I fell off all the time until you have to like learn how to exactly when to start your drift for all the nice turns that it has.
I think
I
that
just want the
my
last cup to be all Rainbow Road.
it's all the Rainbow Roads.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love the DS Rainbow Road again with the big loop-de-loop.
The GameCube 7s and Wii's. Those are like the 3 Rainbow Roads I want to see come back.
I overall like these 8 maps definitely weren't worth the like 25 or whatever. But considering that we're getting
collective.
yeah,
it's
I'll
like
say
this-
considering that we're getting like how many more waves, I think this works out. I think it shakes out overall because you know it's still cool. Oh. Well, anyway, I hope you're satisfied with my opinion, Dave.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's in a. As long as you were like, oh my god, the new Mario Kart tracks are stinky and I don't like them, then I'd be like, well, why?
If you
Okay.
want me to, I will.
No, I like this opinion now where you're like, I think they're solid. I probably like the Paris one more than I should because I just think it's for the simple reason I think it's really cool that if you go fast enough, you can like drive directly into oncoming traffic.
Yes, the Mario Kart Tour tracks, because obviously the tracks have to be more compact because they fit. Actually, you know what I just thought of? Coconut Mall isn't in Mario Kart Tour, but the Mario Kart Tour maps tried to eliminate as many moving objects as possible because like the phones wouldn't necessarily be able to handle that. I wonder if this Coconut Mall was originally going to be in Mario Kart Tour and then they decided to make it Switch DLC instead.
That'll make it, or maybe it's like could be free. I don't know how Mario Kart Tour works. So I think I played it right when it came out and then forgot about it.
$40 for Diddy Kong? Who's still not in this game?
Wait, Diddy Kong isn't in this game?
No.
I forgot.
They have a shocking number of characters that didn't make it in, and it's a little upsetting because every single one of the fucking Koopa kids did.
I mean, I'm fine with the Koopalings. It's just like...
How would you feel if
I
only
want
some of the
King Boo.
kids came in? How would you feel if they left out like Morton?
Like Roy and Morton just weren't in the
Roy's the
Koopalings.
cool one.
Roy's
Yeah,
our
they-
boy, I agree, but still.
It'd be funny if they just left like 2 of them out for no reason.
It'd
I-
It's like,
be
what the?
I really
Ludwig
enjoyed
and
the
Wendy just gone.
non-Mario characters.
So
in
Ludwig's the
Mario Kart.
leader.
I think we
Wendy's
should have
just
more
a token
non-Mario
girl
characters in Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart should be the Smash of racing games. where it's
want
just
more
like
Mario
I want
characters.
Bayonetta, I want Zelda, I
Drive me a car.
want
I
yeah.
want more Mario
I want
characters.
Sonic.
And by that I mean specifically characters that are different iterations of Mario. So I want normal Mario, Baby Mario, Dr. Mario,
Paper. Oh my God, Paper Mario. But like he's only visible from the side. So when you look at him, so like when the race starts and the camera's on the side, he looks normal. But then the camera spins around and he's paper thin.
I was gonna say black and white Mario, Luigi dressed as Mario from Super Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Wario dressed as Mario from Super Mario World, or
Luigi
not World
dressed as
Land.
Peach.
Luigi
Hello,
dressed as
Saba,
Peach.
welcome to
I want
stream.
more characters that are just Mario specific, not from the series Mario, but who are specifically just Mario. I want I want the real Mario Kart, is what I'm saying.
Where's my metal Luigi?
I
would want Metal Luigi to be like verdant green, like a really sickly green metal, so he looks radioactive.
Luigi.
I want radioactive Luigi.
I want the next Mario Kart to be every character is Mario, but you can customize them to have different clothes, but it's still Mario.
I should go start on my homework. It was good talking to you gamers.
Goodbye, Dave. Thank you for stopping by.
Have a good weekend.
Bye bye.
Homework.
Have a wretched weekend.
All right, Adrian, we need to get back to business. We need to talk about inventory. So my question, and Jesse, you're free to join us in this conversation as well. My question for the Resident Evil / Diablo style inventory in real life: how, like, do you open up your backpack and just metaphysically what you see in your backpack are the grid cells? Like, how does it work?
I was gonna say, in my mind, it's like you like close your eyes and visualize it as your eyes are closed, and just see like a menu screen that has like an outer trim that looks like a generic bag of some sort, or maybe it changes if you have like. I imagine like your inventory gets bigger if you have appropriate clothing or bags on you, and that modifies the trim of it of like the menu screen. So it's like a psychic-ish power where you have to physically like stop and think about what you're doing. I imagine that's how a pause screen would work in such a scenario, but yeah.
Look, I was hoping for a more real-world interpretation, because I actually find myself quite impartial to the idea of like I open up my mom's purse and it has like 30 grid cells with a bunch of like dollar bills and aspirin in there.
I was gonna say, I imagine that like you could go that route, I guess, where you could like reach into your pocket and like pull it open a little bit and peek down there, and you see like a mini grid where it's like a bunch of shrunken down items in there.
Yeah, I like that. I think that'd be great.
That's fine, but yeah, I imagine that you have to like pause to like open a bag or pocket to look at it, and then depending on the storage, because the reason I posed the second one, because I imagine you could do it if you're just wearing like jeans and still have a decent inventory.
Well, because
if you're carrying a backpack.
Because I mean, like, do you necessarily need to? Because like the idea is that in real life, you don't need to look into your pockets to grab something out of them. You can just put your hand into your pocket and grab something out. You know, and like if you have stuff in your inventory, your grid-based inventory, you don't necessarily need to like look at your inventory to grab it.
I guess I'm just imagining it as a video game, but in this case, it'd be like a DS where the bottom screen's your inventory. And you
because you're talking about a pause screen like inventory, and I think that's a lot more relevant to the Skyrim style, where you just have a weight limit and it just turns into like a list of objects. I think that's a lot more relevant to what you're talking about, because I have literally no idea how you'd access that from the real world.
I guess you look in your pocket and you see just like a bunch of little like thin strings of text that say what the item is.
I guess so.
Like the little strips of paper.
How does a Pokemon trainer fit an entire bicycle in their small backpack?
It's collapsible.
Well, I was gonna say the Pokemon trainer has the privilege of unlimited inventory space, I think.
Also true. That is true. You do have a bag in most games, but the bag doesn't seem to have a limit.
I didn't register that the Pokemon trainer has the most powerful inventory system compared to other video games.
There's a lot of video games that give you an unlimited.
In the old games, it was
unlimited-
limited.
That's
oh,
true. I
was
remember,
it? I don't remember that.
I remember in Ruby, you could have a limit on items, but they definitely got rid of it later on. Because at that point, it's like, who the fuck cares?
But they realized we made too many new items.
But yeah, I imagine that in either scenario, your inventory space is modified by the clothes you're wearing and if you're carrying a bag on you.
Like your default.
Yeah, if you're naked, then it's probably a pretty small inventory. And I imagine it's also affected by your physical strength and like how much you can physically lift.
So this is the combination of the Pathfinder thing that you were just talking about.
Yeah, it would be modified by your clothes, any bags or storage containers you're lugging around. I guess the storage containers would just have their own inventory, and then it'd be up to you whether you could lift it or not, or carry it on your back or whatever.
Yeah, because you could put a bunch of stuff in a briefcase and then just not be able to lift it.
Yeah,
Like that's an entirely reasonable thing.
Yeah, I guess that'd be interesting. But the idea of just being able to like reach into a bag or pocket and just pull out something uncharacteristically large is always funny to me.
Yeah, like as long as you have the squares for it. Like take your average jean pocket, right? I would
men's jeans
actually
or women's jeans.
let's say men's jeans because it's more reasonable.
Thank God. Yeah.
So like with your average men's jeans pocket, I would actually argue that would be like one cell.
Sure.
Because I was thinking about it earlier, like we theoretically defined the size of like what the 3D volume of a single cell would be, and I was thinking about like, okay, well then how big would like a car tire be? And like all I can really think of is it must be like 5 by 5.
I'm just thinking now, like, has there been a game where they try to do inventory management on a fucking Matrix, where it's like a 3D,
Like 3D?
Resident Evil thing? Because
I was literally just about to say, now that you mention it, I really want to do that.
that seems like it would take so much time.
I think it would be fantastic.
Like, if you don't have an auto sort button, that would be so time consuming from the actual game.
And then from a programming standpoint, designing that auto sort system would be a fucking nightmare.
Yes.
That'd be so cool, though.
It'd be cool, but at that point, that's the whole game. There's no other game. That's just a game. There's probably a game that's like that, but I imagine that's the whole game. It's not tied as a subsystem in a larger game.
Yeah, but what if every object was just like, you know, like some variation of a cube or a rectangular prism? Then that wouldn't be that bad. It would be bad, but it wouldn't be that bad. You know, like a car tire would be 5 by 5 by 2, and it's like good luck trying to fit that in your school backpack, fucker.
Do you think that because it's kind of so far we're establishing the difference between mass and volume in these systems, but do you think that one affects the other even in the system it's less prevalent? Like, do you think that if an item is like, let's say you have like a sphere of tungsten, which is really heavy, right?
Its volume would be very small.
Right, but do you think that in your inventory it would appear larger because it takes more effort to lift? Or do you think it would still?
No, I think it would still have the same like grid space consumption. It would just be that your weight limit would be much lower because it weighs like 48 metric tons.
So you still have a weight limit in the scenario.
I would say, well, yeah, because in real life you do.
So, okay, because what I was imagining was that the only restraint on the grid system is what you can Tetris in there. If you have a weight system, then it seems like the list one is objectively superior.
You know what? You make a good point. So this is kind of this is actually the exact same discussion as what we were talking about earlier with the idea between invincibility frames and ragdoll, like which one is better. Where like in this argument, if we said that the grid-based one had no weight limit, just space limit, but then the list-based one had weight limit but no space limit, which one's better? I would actually say under most circumstances the list-based inventory system would be better to the average person because a lot of people carry a numerous amount of like small objects, which we talked about clutter earlier, but like they normally carry a numerous amount of small objects rather than a few large heavy objects. Imagine somebody just has like a big sack slung over their shoulder like Santa Claus, and because there's no weight limit in the grid-based inventory system, they just walk around and take like refrigerators because it fits into the bag.
I will say that I just had a cursed pang of memory where I realized that like the idea of different inventory systems, that concept is not only existent but also extremely prevalent and plot important in Homestuck, where different characters have different ways they store things.
No Homestuck.
Oh, like I can't not bring it up because it's so important to the plot that like, oh, this character has a
talking
system.
about?
Where like one character has like cards where they have to like store stuff in the cards. One character has like stores them in like magic 8 balls, and one character is like, oh, I can only bring it up if I wrap a certain way. And it's like, what are you talking about? This is insane. But just different inventory systems is a fascinating game concept, I think.
I would love. Well, I mean, I guess this is literally just Homestuck, but I would love an MMO where everybody had a different, randomized, unique, and bullshit way of interacting with the game systems. So, like what you just said, where like everybody has like, there's like a bunch of different ways of interacting with the like access to the inventory. That'd be like one way. Or like in an MMO, if you wanted to access like the chat or something like that to talk to people, everybody had like their own unique way of like accessing and talking in the chat, and it's like, oh shit, this guy is trying to contact me so that way we can trade something, and I have to figure out what the fuck he's saying so that way I can translate it properly.
What was it? I want to say that there was like I saw like a compilation of like game designers trying to make the worst UI possible.
I would love to see that video. That would be an incredible video.
It was a collection of images and GIFs, but it was like one of them was one of them was like controlling your screen brightness, and the way that you did it was like you had a bar, and then you had to click on one side of it, and it would charge up and shoot a little ball that landed on the other side of the screen, and how far it went determine your screen brightness.
Oh, that's great.
But then there's another layer on it where someone else one upped it, where it's like, okay, take that, but then also make it so that if you land at a certain point, it says, can't use that screen brightness, someone else already using it.
They have to be unique.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's excellent. I love that. You can't have the exact same settings as anybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that is an incredibly cursed thing, and I love it so much. Damn it. Wasn't able to get out ahead of the pack. People kept hitting me with fucking red shells in the first 2 laps. You fuckers. Fuck you, Jesse. How about that? How about that?
I found one of the images, but it was like controlling your volume, and then it opened up a menu where it's like a bunch of you know when those menus where you like take a different option, you click a circle and it fills in with a dot. It was 100 of those listed from 1 to 100 that you have to tick in.
And you had to click individually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. I love that one. Not in the same vein of what you're talking about here, but there was a horror game that I remember. It was like an indie horror game where like, you know, people when they play horror games, sometimes they'll turn the brightness up too high because they don't want to get spooked by the things creeping around in the darkness, right? And so the guy who made the options menu for brightness, because you were just talking about brightness, he did something kind of similar where all of the UI on the brightness screen was white and it was like a bar, right? And so it was like, oh, adjust brightness, and you move it left and right. But the further you moved it to the right, i.e. the brighter the screen got, the more white the background got. But it reached full white at like the 75% mark. So if you made it like 3/4 of the way across the bar, you literally couldn't see the bar anymore, and there was no way of knowing what element on screen you were accessing at that particular time. I like that one.
Hang on. Hang on, I'm getting through. Okay, I looked up worst UI, and there is an entire website that is built around this premise. Hang on. Your password should require at least 10 characters. Your password should have at least one capital letter. Your password should have at least one numeral. Your password needs at least one letter of your email. Your password should have at least one Cyrillic character.
That's not fair.
And then there's a tick box that says I do not accept terms and conditions and is clicked in by default.
That's great. I love that one. There's a instead of it being like one Cyrillic character, because obviously most people don't have a Cyrillic keyboard, I think I would love it for instead to be you must include one alt code.
Oh no.
Like that would be great, right? Because like not only would you have to know what the alt codes are, you would also have to fucking remember what your alt code was to go back to that website.
I have like this page that I bookmarked just for alt codes because I have to type out like a star or a heart or something.
He has a heart or a star in his password. Keep that in mind. Oh, fuck you, Yoshi. How do you do that?
So, there's one I'm looking at where it's a string of text and it says, "Is this your phone number?" And it's a random string of 10 numbers, and you have to it keeps flashing back and forth to random ones. You have to press yes on the right one.
And then if you miss it, you have to wait.
Yeah, but it's completely random, so there's no order whatsoever, so you can't tell when it's gonna happen.
There was one that was very similar to that I remember seeing a while ago, where it was please enter your phone number, and it was like, okay, and it started at 0, and it had a box to increment number by 1 or decrement number by 1. So you had to enter in your phone number by getting to it by clicking the button that many times.
Oh god. There's a volume one here where it shows the volume bar, but then it shows a little gadget that's like 2 circles connected by a rectangle, and you have to click on the outer circle to rotate it like a car window roller to like crank it up and down.
That's awesome. Why is that one bad?
Because it's really, really slow.
Oh, that's great though. I love that.
It's like full rotation per one point of volume.
I would like to modify that one, just hypothetically. I would like to modify that one where instead of it being like you roll it in order to to directly adjust the volume, I would like a version of that where you do that. Oh, wait, you said something similar to this before, where you use that to like charge up the volume bar. and then you let go, and then it shoots up to a certain position, and if you don't like it, you have to start from square one again. I think that'd be great. I want to combine these into the worst thing possible.
I found the website in question, number 7. Please make noise as loud as you want the volume to be. Now listening. And there's one where it says, "We have automatically adjusted your volume 44% based on your latitude 43.5 S. To change your volume, simply move your device to a new location with the latitude as your desired volume."
That's awesome. These are great.
There's a... Hang on.
I would like to get a bullet. That'd be nice.
There's one where it says, "Please enter your phone number in binary."
Ha!
This is the screenshot of what it looks like.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's one where you have to solve a math equation to equal your phone number.
Why'd I do that? I'm on top of a vehicle.
There's one where it says current volume 0%. Please enter pi for volume, and it increases by 1 per digit of pi that you type in.
These are all excellent.
There's one that's like, please, where it's, hang on. Oh, hang on, I'm trying to wrap my head around. What the fuck is this one? I don't even understand this one. It's rolling a bunch of dice, and then you can hold different dice results, and they have to re-roll them to find the volume that you want.
So it's Yahtzee.
Oh, I guess I've never played Yahtzee, so I guess you would know better than I do.
No,
Yeah.
Pokemon Yahtzee.
Oh my god! So similar to the car window cranking one, there's one where it's like it's shaped like a bike pump, and you have to move the mouse up and down while holding it to pump your volume
to
up.
put the volume up or whatever.
It deflates over time if you're not pumping.
I love these needy modules just being in settings.
There's one where it says, please enter your phone number, and it just has a like infinite scroll list dialing 0000000. Is your phone ringing? Yes or no? And it's just a list of all of these incrementally increasing. Oh my god, there's one there's one where it says, please enter your phone number. You have to play Tetris, and every time, but it's not every time you fill out. It's every time you make a shape that is a number, it disappears and enters in that number as your next one.
Wait, but how does it distinguish between some of the numbers? How does it distinguish between a 7 and a 1?
I was gonna say, get good at Tetris, I guess. You have to wait for a long piece to land sideways, and I don't know, man.
Oh, that's excellent. I like how most of these are like volume and number.
What?
You know the one that would be great.
What?
In video games, you can often remap your controls, right? What if and normally the way that works is that you select your option and then it says like press any button to remap to that button. What if instead you went to go remap it and then it was like, please give us the machine code for the electrical signal that your button sends to the computer. So it's like you had to know exactly what the machine code was for your like W key for walking forward.
Right.
Why would you?
I like this
Why would
one.
you design this?
It's a square
Learning
with
experience, Jesse.
It's a square with a volume logo
That's
on
horrible.
it, and it like slowly fills up with green, but only when there's a campfire image under it and a little pile of logs on the other side of the screen.
You have to put the logs on the fire.
Yeah, you drag the logs in one at a time.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's the same as the bike pump where like it goes down over time.
Yeah, exactly.
That one would be good for brightness.
Oh my god. There's one where it starts off with 555, 555, 555, and your 3 buttons are smaller, bigger, and submit.
Oh, you have to do hot or cold. Man, these are evil.
There's one where it's enter primary phone number, your phone number, but in Roman numerals.
Wait, but how does it? But is it like the individual numbers, or is it like? Is it 978?
I don't know. I don't read Roman.
No, it is. Okay, so it is legitimately in hundreds, tens, and ones, but you have to do it in Roman numerals.
Oh no. That sounds annoying.
Awesome. These are all incredible.
It's one where you have to spell it out with Connect 4. Your phone number in Connect 4.
You have to win the Connect 4 game in order to...
No, you just play Connect 4 until your phone number's in there.
Alright, that's pretty good.
There's one where it's a fucking slide. It's like a sliding button. Please enter your phone number, and the number slides with this tiny little thing.
With my jittery hands, that'd be impossible.
I like a lot of these. There's one that's understated, but I think also pretty bad. It's literally just like the volume bar is tilted so it's tall rather than long, but it still fills in left to right depending on how loud you want it to be.
Oh, so it's just like it's extraordinarily thin, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like there you go. That's what it looks like.
that one is that one's like specifically malicious.
That one, I was gonna say, I love bad UI. This is a really good website to look at. Here, if you want to look at some of these yourself. The thumbnail image is rotary phone version, like phone number. Because everyone remembers I do that, and also wants to do that with their mouse.
I mean, you say that. I believe it was a topic that either I had on there or chose to skip out on eventually. But there was a game from a really long time ago. I think it was like PS1 called, I believe it was Gunmetal Regalia, and the long and the short of it was that it was a game. It was like a tactical RPG where you fought using mechs and whatnot. And your movement was like normal video game stuff, but the abilities that you used, you had to enter in special codes, like blocks of codes. And it was A, B, C, D, or E, so like those were the letters. And you had a sequence of 10, and depending on what sequence of letters you put into that total sequence of 10, determined what abilities would go off. And you would have like a list. So you'd essentially have like a phone book of ability codes that you would have to like reference and refer to constantly in order to use your abilities during this tactical RPG. And the reason why I bring it up here in relation to the rotary phone was that in the fan remake that they did like a couple years ago, you had to enter in A, B, C, D, and E using a rotary dial every single time. So every turn, if you wanted to do attacks, you had to do the rotary phone 10 times, and I thought that was excellent. Goodbye, Saba. I'll see you tomorrow. I have no idea what we're playing, but we'll play something probably. Oh, stream is over. Lucky enough, that was the last race.
I forgot that I was muted for all that time. I was too busy laughing at the meme that Jesse posted at almost midnight earlier for me. Or 3 a.m. for you. It's fool from Pfizer.
You fools! We put fucking COVID on the vaccines, you idiots!
Anyway, feel free to poke at that link. It has a really good UI.
59 hilariously infuriating examples of user interface that even Satan would cringe at.
I'm not opposed to looking at that some more later myself, but I'm gonna dip since stream is over.
I'm about to say stream is over. Thank you for being here. It was fun.
Spread everyone.
Jesse very adeptly dodged the secret final boss of Kirby, so you don't have to be spoiled on that. We'll be back tomorrow. Since there's no Lawrence, I mean, you don't need to be here for this, Adrian or Jesse. I'm just for posterity on stream. I'm just saying this. Tomorrow, I think Saba and I are gonna do maybe a one-off of Yoku's Island Express. I don't necessarily plan on having her finish the game, but since there's no Lawrence tomorrow, I think we're just gonna do a one-off, and then next Sunday we're gonna do Forgotten City, which should be a lot of fun, and then after that we'll hit up Jesse and Grant again to see if you guys want to do the Outer Wilds DLC, and if not, we'll do Grime, but if you do, we'll do that. So there you go. I also need to figure out what the fuck we're doing on theater mode next week, because I don't actually know. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Good.